Hello, my name is Kevin Gilmartin. I am the head football coach here at Salve Regina University, and I've been here 9 years now. And actually, the first time I was in the state of Rhode Island was when I came up here for my job interview. And I'm going through Rhode Island, and I'm saying, "Boy, this is a beautiful state," and I was getting more and more excited. And then all of a sudden, I hit the bridges, and I said, "Whoa, this is definitely a little bit different place." And I found myself using the words ridiculous, insane, and awesome, because that's exactly what this place is. It was the place that really got me here, but it's the people that are keeping me here. What are you looking for in a college? The three things I say to look for is, one, location social, because that's going to be your family, it's going to be your home. Two is going to be academics, because that's what you're going to school for, obviously, to help open up the next 30 years of your life. The players challenge themselves, and they want to be champions on and off the field. And then the third part, the third bucket, the part that automatically brings a smile to our face is football. Obviously we love it, we're passionate about it, and we've been very good on it. And that's me being humble with it. I've been here 9 years, like I said, and we've been to the postseason 7 of those 9 years. In college football in Division III, first place in the conference is going to the playoffs. Second place is going to a bowl game, and then third place and down is going home. And so we've either been first or second place in the conference, 7 of those 9 years. So when I say we're pretty good, that's definitely an understatement. And so at any point in time, if you need to get in touch with us, and obviously that's a big factor of it, our doors are always open and our phones are always available. So call us, text us, email us, however you want to get in contact with us. We'd love to talk to you, because obviously we love talking to the people that are going to join the football family, because we want to get to know them to make sure that you're the right fit for us, because we're huge believers in chemistry and culture for the team, and so we want to get to know you as much as possible.
And now, Salve, who lost to Western New England soundly, will try to take on this Endicott squad and come up with a much-needed win. It's pretty much for Salve, win or you're basically done as far as.
This is it. This is for all the marbles in some ways. I don't exactly know how tiebreakers and such work, but if Salve wins this game, they'll have one loss, Endicott will have one loss, Western New England will have one loss in the conference. If Salve loses this game, that gives them their second loss, Endicott will have none, sayonara. So this is a huge, huge game for the Seahawks, and don't you think the coaches reminded them all week long?
I'm sure. Well, we've got, let's see, last week Salve coming off a win over Nichols, 35-20. Joey Moriello ran for 203 yards on 30 carries.
You get the feeling you could wake Joey Moriello up at about 3 a.m. and he could then run for 200 yards?
Yeah, that's about right.
Phew.
His touchdown runs covered 56, 14 and 10 yards. Quarterback Jack McGuire, 17 of 29, 214 yards, 2 touchdowns. It was 35-0 after the third quarter. Salve had 425 yards of total offense. Joey Moriello is one of the captains of this team, and he is a leader. Joey, 5'8", 162. He's not like he's a giant, but he is when he gets the football in his hands. He's rushed for almost 1,300 yards. He's averaging 7 yards a carry, 184 yards per game. He's rushed for 11 touchdowns. He's got a passing reception for a touchdown. He leads the conference in rushing, averaging 178 per game. He's number 2 in rushing average in the rushing averages. Oh, I'm sorry, number 2 in the rushing average, averages 75.
Oh, gotcha.
Joey, 178.
Yeah.
He's also, Joey, number 1 in rushing touchdowns. He is the reigning Commonwealth Coast Conference Player of the Week. He's won that honor 5 times in 7 weeks.
And the funny thing about it is that every single solitary game that he goes out to the field, there's a target on his back all week long. The team that they're going against has been saying, watch this guy, look out for Moriello, and yet 178 yards a game. So it's pretty amazing.
And Jack McGuire is doing okay at that quarterback slot.
Yeah, he's the, They kind of run 1-2, Joey and Jack. They both have great numbers. Jack is a senior also, 6'5", 205. So there's kind of the long and the short of it with those two guys. But he's 110 for 201, 55% passing. He's passed for 1,453 yards, 15 touchdowns. He's only thrown 5 interceptions, averages 207 yards a game. He's number 1 in the conference in passing touchdowns. When he throws, he spreads it around. But his favorite receiver, I do believe, is Pat Travers. He's got 25 catches for 362 yards and 4 touchdowns. Hayden Hume has 12 catches for 152. Max DeVito, 13 catches. Marcelino Labella, 13 catches. Joey Moriello, 13. Others, John Whitehouse, Ben Cortez, and Jack Hannon, they're going to get involved as well. The kicker is Chris Maida. He's got a range up to 45 yards. I was just watching the Endicott kicker. He can go 45 with ease.
Okay.
Yeah. He's 25 out of 25 in extra points is Chris Maida for Salve. So there's a lot of offense on this team. It kind of resides in the running back, Moriello, the quarterback, and then a host of receivers.
Exactly. And we know, talking to Kevin Gilmartin, that Endicott's going to come in here with a front four that is going to be bound and determined to stuff the run. So that offensive line of Salve will be challenged to create those holes, those seams.
Yeah. But again, when Joey does, if he can find a seam, if he steps past that front four, it's always 20 yards. I mean, after that, he finds space. He finds gaps. He's just got tremendous instinct. So, again, he's one to watch for sure.
Well, they've got defensive leaders, guys like sophomore linebacker Zach Ludeman, senior captain and linebacker Zach Katarius, Zach Tucker in the secondary, Joe Vecchione is also part of that linebacking core, Dylan Budnick.
All 4 of those guys, though, have 30 tackles or more, with Ludeman leading with 47.
And Dylan Budnick had himself a game the last time we were here. He's a defensive end. He has 6 sacks, which is tied for number 1 in the conference. Alex Pitzer, a defensive end, has 4 sacks. He's number 3 in the conference. And listen to some of these numbers that Salve's putting up here.
Yeah, 31 points per game. They've allowed 20. They've game highs. They had 50 against Rowan. We were here. 48 against UNE. We were here. I think maybe we're
we should keep coming here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The most points they've allowed is 41 against Western New England, a game they would love to just completely forget. And a win today would help them forget that. Total yards per game, 431. They give up 304. Rushing yards a game, 218. They give up 114. Passing yards per game, 214. Third down conversions, 44%. Fourth down conversions, they're 5 for 10. 85% success in the red zone with 67% touchdowns. And penalties, about 7.5 a game for a total of about 73 yards.
Yeah, they are among the leaders, unfortunately, in the conference in the penalties. Here's a comparison of the two teams. Look, points per game, points total for Salve, 219 on the season. Endicott, 217 on the season.
So they got him then, yeah.
Touchdowns, Salve scored 29, Endicott 27. Passing yards per game, Salve 213, Endicott 213. Red zone touchdown scoring, Endicott's 18 of 28, Salve's 18 of 27.
It's like looking in a mirror.
It's like incredible. Other notable numbers, Endicott has 14 interceptions, number 1 in the conference. Sacks, Salve has 17, number 1 in the conference. So, and in team rushing, here's a shocker, Salve's number 1.
Yeah, boy.
Endicott Gulls, led by head coach Paul McGonigal in his 4th season. They are, in his career, 16-6 overall, 11-2 in conference play. Paul overall has been coaching 19 years. In their various results, let's see, they beat St. Lawrence 27-14. They beat WPI 28-21. They lost to Catholic University. That was the one loss, 32-29. Conference wins, Curry 34-27. Western New England, they beat 45-21. And they beat Husson 24-17. In the New England Division, in the New England Division 3, top 20 poll. Number 1, Endicott. Number 4, Western New England. Number 5, Salve Regina. This is a very good team. They can put up points, they can run, they can pass, although their leading rusher, Joe Kenny, seems to be out with an injury. Quarterback Mike Ingrafia is a sophomore, passing at 70%, 822 yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 picks. In the win over Western New England, Ingrafia was 20 of 25, 264 yards and 3 touchdowns.
It's obvious they're not going to. They can't let him have that kind of a game here.
And I think the number one runner has become Tyler Bridge, a junior, 6'3", 215, against Husson. He ran for 100 yards last week, which was a career high. Look out for Shane Alward, the sophomore wide receiver. 40 catches this season for 500 yards and 5 touchdowns. He is the current Conference Offensive Rookie of the Week,
40.
which is his 4th time.
40 catches. That's.
I know it. He is the number 4 rated conference receiver. You got other great receivers like Kobe Gaudette, Jeff Ingrando. The kicker is Ryan Smith. He is the conference's number 1 kicker. He has 10 field goals, 10 of 14. His long is 41.
I was watching him. He was at 41, and he sailed it through the uprights like it would have been good from 50.
And we do have a national anthem coming up, so we're going to have one of the Salve students and a lacrosse player sing the national anthem. See if we can't pick that up for you. Microphone issue. She's singing, but unfortunately we can't hear her. The microphone has broken down in some form or fashion. So what we'll do is we'll take a timeout for 60 seconds since this is a bit awkward, and we'll be right back with you. Don't go away.
For 32 years, Corrigan Financial has been serving the needs.
Director is Max Lawless, and we're up here in the press box,
Salve,
right behind the
Salve
Salve
won the
bench.
toss.
Okay.
And they did defer. They will be kicking, I believe, from right to left, but I'm not sure of that.
All right, we'll find that out in a second. And we are happy to be joining you on FM 101.1 on WADK.com, and we are also happy to be on the stream for Salve Regina's audience out there in the world.
Well, sadly, we missed most of the national anthem because of a bad microphone. It kicked in about 3/4 of the way through the song. Sounded great, but we just didn't hear much of it. Salve is on our left. They will be kicking from left to right. And here we go. This hopefully is going to be a real good one.
All right. Looks like it's Freddie Gobin back with not whom I'm expecting to see, so we'll pick it up as best we can. The kickoff comes from Mr. Maida. High, long, end over end. Taken on the 5-yard line. Bringing back to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Slowed down, but not brought down. 30-yard line on the far sideline. Caught and brought down, but not before he gets to about the 45, right in front of his own bench.
Yeah, not exactly the way Salve wanted to start that. Is he got a really good run back right in front of his own bench. Down the sideline he went. He got all the way out to about the 45. It's going to be a tad short at the 43. Endicott getting ready to start this thing, 1st and 10. And Salve really, really would like to make a defensive stand to start this thing.
Mike Ingrafia is the sophomore quarterback, 6'3", 185. He'll work from the shotgun. Take the snap, hand it off, and over on the right side, a pickup of maybe 2 to 3 yards, big pileup. And
Tyler Bridge, I believe.
Tyler, number 28. He'll get the majority of the rushes, and he indeed picked up about 4 yards to the 47 of Endicott, going right to left as we look down. Now the breeze has kicked up a bit, but it's coming across the field. We'll set up with trips over here on the left side. And it will be a handoff right up the middle, and a nice run, too. Didn't look like there was anything there at first, but driving up the middle for close to a first down is Tyler Bridge again. Going straight over his center, Brendan Gill.
That goes to the Salve 49-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 2, and this is a big down for both teams.
Looks like Endicott trying to establish the fact that they can run.
And also they're hurrying up, too. This is not just a no huddle. This is a hurry up offense.
Slot formation to the left, single wides left and right, back to pass. And Graffia looking, a little screen. Bridge at the 50, at the 45, and brought down in about the 42-yard line. Matt Sylvia. A game time decision is there to make the stop. And also helping out on the tackle for Salve was Zach Ludeman, the linebacker. Right up to the line of scrimmage go the Gulls. 1st and 10 at the Salve 42. Salve shows a 4-man front. Man in motion. That's Elwood going to the right side. Fake to him. Pass goes on the far side, and it is going to be caught inside the 30 down to the 20. Pinpoint pass that time by Mike Ingraffia.
Kobe Gaudette.
Kobe on the receiving end.
And down they go now to the inside the 20 to about the 17.
Making a statement right here.
25-yard pickup on that throw.
1st and 10 in the hurry up. The flip pass over here to Bridge again. Needs some blocking and doesn't get a whole lot, but he gets inside the 15 down to about the 13 or maybe the 12. Little pass on the left wing to Tyler Bridge. He goes 6'3", 215 out of Wells, Maine. It is 2nd down, a little less than 5. Close to the Salve 12. Endicott in the white jerseys, the green pants and the white helmets, and the snap and the fake handoff. Pass into the end zone is caught. Endicott marches right downfield and has themselves an opening drive touchdown.
That is Kobe Gaudette.
That Kobe again, yep, number 84. Right on the left side of the end zone, just over the goal line. And got a really good pass from Mike Ingraffia on the money.
Well, he was 4 for 4 on that drive.
So Endicott makes the opening statement. Go ahead, try and stop us. Ryan Smith for the extra point. Snap, ball down, kicks on the way, and that kick is good. As quickly as that, opening drive touchdown for the Endicott Gulls. They lead 7-0. Salve's first possession coming up after this.
Together at O'Brien's Pub. The food is so good day and night.
And back here at Topa Field, Endicott about to kick it off. Ryan Smith does the honors. Back deep is Ashton D'Alessio in the middle of the deep formation. Got a couple of upbacks on either side, about 5 yards ahead of him. Here is the kick. End over end and high. D'Alessio is going to take it at the 4. Look for blocking 10, 20. Breaks free at the 40 and stopped at the 40-yard line. Almost breaking free. Mr. D'Alessio is brought down by Christian Schneelock. For a brief moment, that looked like it could be rather huge. Nice return there by Ashton D'Alessio.
Well, that was a 6-play, 57-yard drive for Endicott. Kobe Gaudet with a 12-yard touchdown pass from Ingrafia. Kick was good. We are at 7-0 Endicott.
To work goes Jack Maguire, the tall quarterback for Salve. Wants to pass it over here to Joey Moriello on the left side. Gets one block. Cuts back into toward the middle. Gets out to about the 45 for about a 5-yard pickup. A quick flip or over to his left by Jack Maguire. Joey Moriello is the man in so many ways. All right, slot formation on the right side. In the shotgun, Maguire. And he will give it to Moriello, looking for a seam, finds a little bit of a hole, puts his head down and drives forward. Shy of the first down by a few yards. It'll bring up a third down, and we're going to hear this name a lot. Tim Russell, outside linebacker. He is the leading tackler on this team. He's one of the captains. He's going to make a bunch of tackles like he did just then.
Only 2 yards on that carry for Joey. It is now 3rd down and 3. Salve needs an answer here.
Spread formation with the double slots. The snap. Maguire wants to pass over on the sideline, and the defender was right in the face of the intended receiver, and that was Jack Hannon.
Boy, it almost looked like he held him up, like maybe there was going to be a flag, but they decided not. So it's going to be 4th and 3, and Salve's going to punt.
Basically, face guarding is what I was looking at. But
yeah, and he seemed to restrict his ability to run down the sideline as well. But we're punting here, so.
Is it still Brian Johnson doing the punting? He's got it, and he'll get it away. And a nice high,
oh my goodness,
spiral. Fair catch called for at the 13-yard line by Shane Alwood. That was a terrific punt.
Hey, he's been getting better by the week, I think.
So Endicott gets it right back after Salve goes 3 and out. Endicott went right down the field and scored. They lead 7-0. Here's their second possession, and it will start at the 12-yard line. And right up to the line of scrimmage come the goals, led by sophomore quarterback Mike Ingrafia.
There's no making defensive substitutions with this Endicott offense because they move so quickly.
They put a slot over here on the left side, the near side. Movement on the front line. Endicott says Salve jumped.
Salve did jump. The question is were they drawn, and they were not.
5-yard penalty against the Seahawks puts it out to the 17-yard line, 1st and 5.
Well, we did talk about it. Salve is penalized more than most teams in the conference, so they're going to have to kind of keep it clean as they can today.
All right, they'll set up a double wing formation on the left side. The pass is going to go on the right side, and it is knocked away. Beautiful play in the secondary by Connor Foley. Just knocked that thing away.
First incompletion of the day for Mike Ingrafia.
2nd down and 5 from the 17. In their own territory, the Gulls going right to left.
They do throw the ball quickly, too. It's hard to get pressure on Ingrafia.
Man in motion goes to the right side. Slot formation to the left. Snap and fake handoff. Throw over the middle, floats up there and is caught right into the hands of Jeffrey Ingrando.
Well, from the 17 to the 36, a pickup of 19 yards and another 1st down.
Ingrando had the advantage with the height. He's a 6'2" senior. Gulls going right up to the line, right back into action, making the defensive unit of Salve working hard here.
Yeah, they're going to have to slow them down a little bit.
Now a 3-man front for the Seahawks. From the 35, 36-yard line. And the back fake handoff again. And the throw on the far side is going to be caught over there. And that is going to be Kobe Gaudet again. Boy, it's like take your pick, Mr. Ingrafia. Everybody's open.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. They are just too open right now. So
this looks like a well-oiled machine, this Gulls squad. They're out to the 46.
Picked up just about 10 yards on that.
It is a 1st and 10 for the Gulls, nearing midfield. Ingrafia in the shotgun. Triple wides on the left side, but the handoff is faked and kept by Ingrafiano. And he's got running room to the wide side down to the Salve 30-yard line. Great faking by Mike Ingrafia. And he just rolled out to the right and had a lot of open territory and wasn't stopped till he got just inside the Salve 30, but now they'll put it right on the 30.
Yeah, pickup of 24 yards on that run. And oh my goodness, they get right to the line of scrimmage.
Trips come out to the left side. The lone setback in the backfield is Tyler Bridge alongside the shotgun quarterback, Mike Ingrafia. Gets the snap, gives it to Tyler, who trips all by himself and can only fall forward to about the 27-yard line.
But again, he picked up 3 yards on a run where he was not touched. Picked up 2, I'd say.
Zach Gutierrez in there to put his hands on him. So it's 2nd down and 8 after a short 2-yard pickup. But the Gulls are on the move again.
Yeah, boy, they have not been challenged defensively yet.
Slot formation to the right. And play fake, rolling out, and Graffiano being rushed, slips,
no,
through it.
Picked.
It's picked off.
No, he's down. He's down.
They ruled him down.
Yep. It's the right call.
It looked like for a moment Dylan Budnick had himself an interception, but they say the quarterback was sacked and down as he threw. The knee hit first, the pass left after.
There's no doubt that that's the correct call. It wasn't even the knee. He sat down. It was he sort of sat down on the ground, and just as his bottom was hitting the ground, he floated it up there. Salve did intercept it, but the official was right on the call, and a good call, calling it a sack.
Ball is back near the 40 of Salve. Big time loss on the play.
3rd and 19.
Back to pass. Looking, throwing on the far side, and it goes right into the bench over on the Endicott side. Well off the mark by Ingrafia. Not sure who that was intended for.
It looks like they're going to punt, which surprises me a little bit.
Rather than go for it on 4th down on 4th and 19.
But they are in Salve territory at the 39, so I thought they might go, but certainly not a bad idea here.
Quentin Fox is the punter. And usually back for Salve is Ty O'Loughlin, but not this time. Be Max DeVito. Here's a line drive punt, and DeVito will take it at the 8. He's slowed down and brought down around the 12 or 13-yard line.
That was one of those, do I catch it or do I hope it goes into the end zone? Max caught it, got out to about the 14, 15-yard line. That's where Salve will take over.
7-0 Endicott. They scored on the opening drive, marched right downfield. Salve got stopped 3 and out. Here's their second possession, and they'll start it just inside their own 14-yard line. They go from left to right here in the opening quarter with those new dark gray uniforms with the blue numerals. Not always easy to read. And of course, Joey Moriello in the backfield. And McGuire takes the snaps, that gives it to Joey, wants to go up the middle, but there's nothing there. He is stacked up.
If they're gonna run with Joey, they might have to do some misdirection or run wide because there's not a whole lot between the tackles.
And it was Sam Opont who got in there quickly to help create that log jam.
Picked up a couple if we're being generous.
2nd down, about 8. Snap, McGuire looking to pass, throws on the far side, wide open, caught. And I think that is Mr. Hannon again over the 25-yard line. It is indeed Jack Hannon, the junior. On the far side, the left side. And had himself a wide open situation.
They are now at about the 28-yard line.
Yes,
picked
sir.
up 14. I'm sorry, picked up 12.
First down for Salve. Back to the shotgun formation. Pitch to Moriello. On the side, he lost the football. He had to go back and jump on it to maintain the possession. And a sloppy play right there results in a loss for Salve. Well, it's 99-7. Oh, no, it isn't. It's 7-0. I'm sorry. Little scoreboard issue there.
Loss of 3 that time for Joey.
Back to the 25-yard line, 2nd and 13. Trips to the right side in this Salve formation. Back to McGuire. Being rushed. And will hang on to it and take the snap. Take the sack. He was wrapped up by a bunch of the Gulls, including Nate Driscoll, who got in there quickly. And just as it started to look better, things look worse. Salve's moving in the wrong direction. They're back on their own 18-yard line.
Yeah, this is 3rd and about 20 now.
They got to get out to the 38 for a first down. Got to be careful here. They'll put trips on the right side again. Double wides on the left. And all by himself in the backfield is Jack McGuire. Gets the snap. Throws over the middle, and it is knocked down.
Nearly picked off.
Almost grabbing it was the middle linebacker, Mehdi Squally, one of the captains and one of the leading tacklers. An incompleted pass brings up 4th down, and Salve will be forced to punt again, trailing 7-0, 6:19 to go in the opening quarter. I don't know if that's Mr. Johnson. That looks like a single number to me, punting. We'll have to check on that. And here is the punt. Good high spiral. Fair catch again, right at the Endicott 43-yard line.
So they're going to get great field position. The same place they started their touchdown drive on their first possession. Salve right now has not been able to do much offensively.
Well, the number for the punter is 7. And that's Ty O'Loughlin's number. And that's not Ty, as best as I can tell. Might be a new number for Brian Johnson. I'll have to double check. All right, Endicott back to work on the offense. Double wides right, single wide left. Shotgun formation. Long snap count. Now the snap. And it will be Tyler Bridge on the right side with a nice cut to get up to about the 48, 49-yard line before he's brought down. Tyler Bridge, good size running back, 6'3", 215.
Gave him about 4 to the 47.
Second down, about 6 here for Endicott. Still going right to left here in the opening quarter, leading 7-0. Slot to the left side. Salve shows now about a 5-man front. And the snap. And it will be a handoff to Bridge again, trying that right side. If he's lucky, he got a yard, and he almost had the ball stripped.
And it gets out to about the 49. It's going to be 3rd down and about 4.
Joe Vecchione leading the way on the tackle, the senior from Chelmsford.
Another big play for the defense here. Salve does not want to fall behind by 2 touchdowns, so they need the ball back.
3rd and 4, just inside the 49 of Endicott. With the ball, trips to the left. Snap. The throw is complete. Gaudette, first down and more. Stopped at the 45 of Salve. And it's Matt Sylvia on the tackle, but not before first down picked up by Kobe Gaudette, who has been a busy receiver here in the opening quarter.
That is his 4th catch.
We got Jeffrey Ingrando going wide to the right side. Shane Elwood's wide to the left side, with the slot back on the left as well. The snap, the pass on the near side is caught by Elwood, but his momentum takes him out of bounds right in front of the Salve bench. Short gain there, out to the 41 of Salve. 2nd down and 6. Snap, handoff, Bridge, bumped, but his power drives him forward.
Near a first down. Boy, he is strong.
He is. He just broke that first tackle. Finally helping to bring him down was Dylan Hodge.
That might be enough for a first down. No, they're going to call it 3rd down and 1.
At the Salve 36, the snap. Quick pass over on the far side, Elwood. Elwood turns the corner, runs into a few tacklers, and still picks up the first down close to the 30-yard line. I think that was Matt Sylvia who got over there again. Yeah, Matt was a question mark before the game started. Not sure if he could play, but he's out there despite slowed by some kind of an injury. 1st and 10, Endicott marching again. We have slots left and right here. And Ingrafia gets the snap. Looks, rushed out of the pocket. Charge, throws it toward the far sideline and out of play. Smart move that time by Mike Ingrafia.
That was a really good move because he was just about to be sacked.
And that's what Salve's going to have to do, keep the pressure on Ingraffia so that he can't pick and choose his receivers like he has been doing on numerous occasions.
Yeah, that is very, very true. He's been back there just sort of looking around trying to decide which completion to make.
All right, we got double wides over here on the left. Aylward's got to put himself in motion and then set up on the left as well to create the trips formation. And a handoff, and stopped in the backfield this time is A.J. Caggianelli. Great penetration that time, and I believe it was Zach Gutierrez, number 33.
Boy, that was a big loss, too. He lost 7 yards on a carry. It's now going to be 3rd and 17.
Ball at the 38 of Salve. They've got to get down to about the 22.
Now this becomes a huge play.
Gaudette will set up wide to the left side. Aylward's wide to the right side.
Salve kind of scrambling around here. Now they seem set.
From the shotgun. Back to pass.
Here it comes.
Looking. Pump
They got
fakes.
him.
He gets
No,
away
they don't.
from the pressure. He's on the run to try to pick up something positive. Now throws, and it is knocked away. Almost picked off. That was a floater.
You know what happened? One of the Salve defenders was going to pick it off, and the other Salve defender cut across him and knocked it to the ground. It was that kind of good coverage by both players.
That was C.J. Minchin who cut across and nearly picked it off. Matt Silvia was on the coverage.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame the guy to knock it to the ground because that's his job, but that might have been picked off. And good pressure that time on Mike Ingraffia.
Quinton Fox back to punt. Max DeVito standing on his 10-yard line. 7-0 Endicott, late first quarter. The snap, the kick, high, end over end. Fair catch is called for. And Max DeVito makes it right around the 9, it looks like. Again, they'll have to start deep in their own territory, the Salve Seahawks.
Yeah, it's tough. They're down around inside the 10-yard line. Yeah, it's actually going to be right about the 8.
See linebacker Joe Vecchione coming off the field in pain and calling the trainer Amanda over.
But Salve, although they're losing the battle of field position, that is, their defense is starting to stiffen up now.
From their own 9, shotgun. McGuire wants to pass, looking and wide open, caught. Perfect pattern run by Marcelino Labella to get Salve out of that very tough territory there and out over to the 23-yard line.
Picked up 15.
1st and 10, much needed by Salve right there. Marcelino Labella set up on the right side and just cut across the middle. Trips formation over here on the right side. Double wides to the left in the spread. McGuire needs to pass in a hurry. He's being rushed. He gets away from the pressure. Looking, throwing on the run, and it is caught.
Oh, what a great catch.
What a pass and what a catch by Jack Hannon near the 45-yard line of the goals of the, Salve rather, at 44-yard line.
Picked up 21 yards.
Great move by Jack McGuire. He was almost going to be sacked with some great pressure put on that time by Kevin Lemieux. But he got away from Kevin and made the play. 1st and 10, Salve again at their own 44. Left to right they go late in the first quarter. Trailing 7-0. And it will be Moriello with the ball, looking for open space, going wide to the left. Slowed down, not brought down until he gets just over the 50-yard line. Good solid pursuit that time by Michael Lefebvre on the tackle.
He picked up 7 yards that time. It's going to be 2nd and 3. 7 is a great number to get on first down. Gives you some options now. Prior to that, on this drive, they were going all empty backfield. That's the first time Joey's been back there in this drive. He's back there again.
Play comes in from the sidelines. No huddles. Right up to the line goes Salve. Got slot formation on the right side. Man in motion to the right side. That's DeVito. And it's going to be to Moriello, trying to find a little bit of running room, but there ain't much there.
There's nothing there, unfortunately.
Running over the left side of the Salve front line.
That's going to be, I think, no gain. Yeah, exactly that. Now it's 3rd and 3.
Elion Telford and Jason Azzolino throwing blocks on the left side, but couldn't create one as far as seams go. We're in the final minute of the first quarter. Salve looking at a third down here, just inside midfield on the Endicott side. McGuire in the shotgun. Will fake it to Moriello, throw it, and it is caught, and it will be a first down. Nice play and execution that time for Salve. On the receiving end is Nick Lane, the tight end. Perfectly executed that time to get the first down to the 42 of Endicott.
Yeah, picked up 7 on that one.
And this will likely be the end of the first quarter. Salve's up to the line of scrimmage, but the first quarter time is going to run out and stop the play from unfolding. 1 quarter of play. Endicott 7, Salve Regina nothing. Salve on the move. We'll be back after this.
Endicott goals 7, RC Help 0.
Be the Match is a national registry for bone marrow donors to help in the fight against leukemia, lymphoma, and other blood disorders. For the past 9 years, Salve Regina's football team has run a
Here doing the play-by-play thing.
Well, right now, Endicott has 120 yards of offense. Salve only 61, but it's only 7-0, and Salve's on the move.
As they now go right to left at the 42 of Endicott. Play fake. And McGuire's going to throw it long downfield. It's up for grabs. Some contact down there at the 5-yard line.
Let's see who it's against. This could be offensive. This could be defensive, but it is pass interference.
It was intended for Pat Travers. There was a collision.
Not exactly sure who it's going to go against, but it could. I mean, it's a 50-50 proposition, but I see someone on the Endicott side with his hands outstretched as if to say, can't be me.
It is on Endicott. It was tight coverage, but Pat Travers ended up on the ground as the pass came along. Down on the 5-yard line when it occurred, but it's the penalty marked off from the line of scrimmage.
15 yards, goes to the 27-yard line, and now Salve in its best position to score yet.
1st and 10. Salve trying to even this game up if they can keep on moving. Moriello, as usual, in the backfield alone. Gets the handoff, tries the left side, and puts his head down and only gets about 3 yards. They are all over Joey Moriello, and the man leading the charge, that is Mehdi Squally again.
Well, he really needs to get through that first line. He needs the kind of blocking that can get him a little bit of a seam. He hasn't really gotten that yet. His longest carry so far today is 7 yards.
At the 24 of Endicott, 2nd down and 7. Single wides left and right. Back to pass McGuire. Short drop. Pump fakes. Looks to run to the left. He'll keep running. He's at the 20. He's at the 15. And out of bounds. Nice move that time by Jack McGuire. Didn't see any open receivers. Took it to the left and gets himself a first down at the 15 of Endicott.
Yeah, 9-yard pickup for Jack McGuire, and very smart. He's been very good at sidestepping the rush, and maybe, he has been throwing off that, but this time he decided to run, headed for the sidelines, got a first.
Not known for his scrambling either at 6'5". Handoff, Moriello escapes the initial rush and drives down to about the 10, maybe the 9-yard line. He can be elusive, Mr. Moriello.
Oh, he certainly can.
5'8", 162 out of Colts Neck, New Jersey.
He's right at the 10, pickup of 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
This time we'll have one wide out, and that'll be DeVito. No, he's on the left. Wide to the right is your other wide man, and McGuire wants to go to DeVito, makes the catch, and that's a Salve touchdown. Salve fans loving this one.
Max DeVito, 10-yard touchdown pass, completes a 9-play, 92-yard drive.
That's what Salve needed. Now they got to convert the extra point to even it up. And usually it's Chris Maida. Is this? Oh, got somebody else doing the extra point kick. And it is on the way. It sits off the upright and does not go through.
It was funny. It hit the upright. I couldn't tell if it went inside or outside. It was outside. So they are now trailing 7-6.
That is Chris Maida, by the way. Mr. Maida has, no, he hasn't changed his number. It's the same old number. Okay. 7-6. Salve down by a point. We need to take a 30-second timeout, but I talk too much. So we'll let it go for now, Max. We'll just keep it here, and we'll try to catch up. But an important drive, however, that extra point bangs off the upright. So Endicott has their 1-point lead of 7-6 early in the second quarter.
So it was 9 plays, 92 yards. Max DeVito taking a 10-yard touchdown pass from Jack McGuire. The PAT no good. So we are now at Endicott 7, Salve 6.
And back deep here for Endicott. One of them is A.J. Caggianelli, and the other one might be Freddie Gabin. A little difficult to pick up some of the numbers here. I apologize for that. And the kickoff is a line drive, and it will be touched, bobbled, picked up again at the 15, and getting up about, staying on his feet. Nice job by A.J. Caggianelli. Had a heck of a time picking the football up.
Got almost to the 30-yard line. Salve needed to do a little better job than that, I think.
I agree. Number of tackles were missed when he was just trying to establish possession.
Right around the 29-yard line is where Endicott will start now. See if Salve's defense can continue the good play they've had on the last couple of drives.
Mike Ingrafia at the quarterback slot. Goes back to work from his own 28 or 29-yard line. 29. In the shotgun. Fakes the snap. No, it's a run. It's not a fake. And it is Tyler Bridge again. Running on the right side.
Well,
stopped over there.
Picked up 7, I believe, to about the 37-yard line.
Mike Laravera, filling in for Joe Vecchione, made the stop.
Picked up 8, I should say, not 7.
Yeah. Out to about the 37-yard line.
Well, the thing is they're so worried about the throwing of Ingrafia that Tyler Bridge is getting a little bit of room.
And from the shotgun formation with slot man over on the left side, it will be a handoff and slowed down and brought down for a short gain.
Again, they could have had him in the backfield. I think he's going to be about a yard shy of a first down. Maybe not.
Tyler Bridge again. Second effort got him just shy of the first down. Endicott at their 38-yard line. They need a yard.
Again, they had him in the backfield, and he kind of escaped and fell forward for 1 yard. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Let's see how aggressive the Gulls might be. Yeah, needing 1 yard. And it will be Bridge. He gets the first down and a few more as he's brought down at the 45-yard line. And charging in there to help make the stop for Salve. And that would be Zach Tucker from the secondary.
Well, again, I think they're more than willing to give up the short running game for a bit, but they are very concerned, I do believe, about the passing attack.
1st and 10. Gulls at their own 45. Left to right they go. Play fake. Back to pass. The throw on the near sideline, way over the intended receiver. Kobe Gaudet.
Now, see, this is the difference between what Ingraffia did against Western New England and what he's doing here. He was 20 for 25 against them, and I said before the game, Salve cannot let him do that again, and he's already thrown 5 incompletions.
Second down and 10 it is. Salve defense up on that front line. Alex Pitzer, Dylan Hodge, Dylan Budnick. Usually a 3-man front, and that's what it is right here. Ingraffia gets the snap, now makes the pass, quickly over to Aylward. Aylward is a great catch and run guy. He got a few yards after the catch, but not many. Up to about the 49. And let's see, that's short, of course.
It's going to be 3rd down and 6.
All right. Let's see what that Salve defense can do right here. Trailing 7-6 here in the second quarter.
Big play here. He's probably going to throw. I doubt they'll go to Bridge on us needing 6 yards. So Salve's going to have to find the receivers.
I want to make sure I knew where Gaudet and Aylward were.
And maybe get to the quarterback if you can.
As this drop back throw over the middle is deflected. One of the Seahawks got a hand on it to get it just off mark. Zach Katarius got his hand on it for the slight deflection and an incompleted pass.
Well, I'll tell you, Salve's defense may be starting to frustrate Endicott just a little bit, as this is now 3 possessions in a row, resulting in a punt.
Max DeVito back by himself on his own 10. For the punt, it's Quinton Fox. The line of scrimmage is the Endicott 49-yard line. And the snap. And the kick. Good spiral kind of kick. And DeVito's going to take it and get tackled instantly. And he drives forward for a couple of yards to get out around to the 18-yard line, where Salve begins this drive.
Hey, we've seen good punting on both sides.
So Salve gets it back with 10-12 to go in the first half. They trail by a point, 7-6, after their extra point attempt clanked off the upright.
Right from the 18-yard line last drive, they started on the 8.
By the way, that missed extra point was the first missed extra point of the season.
That's right.
For Mr. Maida.
Yeah, forgot about that.
Salve back to work. McGuire in the shotgun. Moriello right alongside. Gets the handoff. Goes off the right side. Picks up a quick 3-4 yards. And then takes a few goals for a ride. And gets out over the 25-yard line.
You know, the thing about Joey Moriello is he's legitimately tiny. And yet he can take an entire defensive line and move them 4 yards. 9 yards on the carry.
Out to the 27-yard line, 2nd and a yard. Slot to the left, handoff to Joey, gets to the first down marker, drives forward to pick up the first down.
Only gets about 2, but that's all he needed. It's going to be first down.
Up on the front line for Salve, center Brendan Gill, guards Justin Lester and Kyle Ciccone, and tackles Michael Avisis and Charlie Culhay. And I just gave you the front line for Endicott. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're welcome. I'll give you Salve's in a second. Snap. And it's Joey. Tries the left side for a short gain. About 3 yards over there to help make the stop rather quickly was Kevin Lemieux. The front line for Salve is Brian Velez at the center position. Jason Azzolino and Blake Guerreri at the guards. Pete Noonan and Elian Telford, the 2 captains, at the tackles.
Okay, 2nd down and 6 from about the 33-yard line. Salve, about 8.5 minutes left to go in the first half, trailing by a point.
Endicott's 4-man front. Play fake, throw down. It's intended for Hayden Hume. Had his hands on it, no call of any penalty. Very tight coverage that time. Very effectively done by Endicott and Michael Lefebvre.
Great coverage that time, but that ball by Jack McGuire was right on the hands. Not blaming the receiver because he was getting kind of bumped as the ball got to him, but great throw by Jack McGuire.
3rd and 6. Salve at their own 33-yard line, going right to left as we look down. Sun-drenched Topa Field in Newport RI. The breeze has picked up a little. It's going into the face of Salve, back to pass McGuire. Throwing, and a nice cut in, and Max DeVito dropped the ball.
Right there, too. That was a legitimate drop.
He had that on a slant in from the left side to the center of the field and just plain dropped it.
And he had the first down as well. He was at the 40. Only needed the 39. So now Salve has to punt.
All right. The punting chores belong to Brian Johnson normally, and we've got number 7 out there punting. Here's the snap. Here is the punt. High
Another
spiral.
Beauty. Oh, my.
Aylward goes back and watch it take a Salve roll inside the 20-yard line.
Wow. Good punting all day long.
Who is number 7?
It says Ty O'Loughlin in our program, but that is not Ty. I don't believe.
No. Did we have a number change? Normally it's Brian Johnson, 89, but we're, anyway, looking at number 7 doing some great punting.
Whoever he is, keep him.
Yes. All right, back to work go the Gulls on offense, led by Mike Ingraffia, the quarterback.
Right on the 20.
1st and 10, 8:17 to go in the half. 7-6 Endicott. Double wide setup on the right side, and it is going to be the quarterback. And Ingraffia gets a short gain, but an effective one as he went off left tackle.
Yeah, he got about 3 on the play to about the 23, maybe the 24. Call it 4. It's going to be 2nd and 6.
Left to right go the Gulls in this quarter.
Salve defense kind of get off to a shaky start on the first drive, but they've been much tougher since.
Tyler Bridge, the single setback in the shotgun formation. 2nd down, a little less than 7.
Long snap counts every play.
There's a play fake. And no, it is not a, it's
They
a
are-
run,
they
and
are
it's handled by
burying.
Salve. Oh, man, they're faking me out every time. And leading that charge for Salve was Lucas Moynihan on the tackle.
And I'll tell you, the 4 yards that were gained, 3 of them just got lost as Tyler Bridge was buried in the backfield.
That'll bring up a 3rd down and 9 for the Gulls.
Big play here. Salve could get decent field position if they could stop this drive. Right at this point, that is.
Salve setting up in their usual 3-man front. They have about a 4-man linebacking core, 2 men deep in the secondary.
He'd love to get to the quarterback, though.
He's dropping back. He wants to pass. It's over the middle. It's caught by Aylward. He's got room to run, and he's got the first down as he goes out a line, over the end line or the sideline in front of his own bench.
And there was a missed tackle. As soon as he caught the ball, there was a Salve defender right there, but he could not bring him down. Out to the 31, a pickup of 10.
Key first down there for the Gulls on the pass to Shane Aylward.
Boy, it sure was a key first down.
He is the leading receiver on this team by a wide margin. Trips go out to the right side in this formation. And the shotgun snap, and it is a run by the quarterback on the far side. Effectively done. And another first down for the Gulls.
Yeah, that play that time completely fooled Salve. And that is a big gain almost to midfield as he picks up 16 yards to the 47.
Mike Ingraffia doesn't do it a lot, but is effective when he does do it.
And that's Bridge again.
Tyler Bridge gets about 5 or 6 yards, going right up the gut. Gets to the Salve 48-yard line. 2nd and 5.
Picked up 5, yep.
And it looks like the Gulls are trying to get something going again with the momentum. They put Trips on the right side again. And it is Ingraffia taking the snap, rolling left, pitches it to Bridge. Bridge will not quite get around the corner. Terrific pursuit over there that time. And on the move from the secondary was Salve's C.J. Minchin.
He picks up 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Gulls with a key 3rd down here. They've been converting several of them, not all of them. Trips to the right.
Big call now. He's changing it at the line.
Looks like it. In the shotgun, it'll be the quarterback keeping it and wrapped up and brought down.
Well, he's going to be close to a first down. I mean, he's going to be a couple of yards shy. The question is, do you go for it? They're at the 45 of Salve. They need to get to the 43.
I think that was Lucas Moynihan again in there to help make the stop, but the punt team comes out for the Gulls.
They've been very conservative around midfield.
See if this is indeed a punt from the Salve 45. 4th down and 2. Quentin Fox is out there as the punter. DeVito back. Here's the snap. Here is the kick. Line drive. DeVito making a fair catch at the 11-yard line.
Well, he catches with his hands, doesn't bring it into the body. Makes me a little bit nervous.
Salve holds, gets the ball back with 4:29 to go in the first half of action here in this really important Commonwealth Coast Conference battle.
I'll tell you what, if you're Salve, you know what the fans are thinking. Let's score before halftime and then get the ball to start the second half. That's what they'd like to do, but they are a long way from that, starting at their own 11.
Trips to the left side for Salve in this formation. Snap. McGuire throws over the middle. There's Max DeVito. He makes this catch. He's out over the 25-yard line and gang tackled.
Well, they know that play is there. That's the third time they've run it. And the last time they did it, it was just a flat drop. That time, Max with good hands gets out to the 27-yard line for a pickup of 16.
Tyler Davis leading the charge on the tackle. The snap, the throw on the wing. It is caught over there. Not an easy catch either. But that's, I think, Mr. Whitehouse, John Whitehouse. Set up on the right-hand side. Quick pass to him. Gets Salve just 3 yards to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that's all.
3:50 to go in the half.
Plenty of time.
In at the tight end position is Joe Highland. And he'll set up on the left side to make it a strong side formation. Slot to the left. And the snap. McGuire flips it out over here to Moriello. Moriello cuts inside one of the rushers, 35, 40, and pushed out of bounds.
Oh, there should be a flag, and there it is.
It is. A little bit of an extra hit after Joey was over the sideline. And that's going to help Salve gain another 15 yards after the run, or catch and run by Joey Moriello.
Somebody bumped him out of bounds. That was not a penalty, but once he got out of bounds, somebody hit him again. That was the flag, and there it is. It's going to go 15 yards from about the 41-yard line.
And into Endicott territory goes Salve at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10. I'll tell you one guy to watch out for here if you're an Endicott defender, number 88, Hayden Hume. Snap. Moriello running, looking for a seam, finds a little bit of one, gets over the 40 and brought down at the 29-yard line. Helping make the stop is Hector Johnson, the freshman from Worcester.
Turns a 2-yard gain into almost a 5-yard gain, down to about the 39, right on the 40. Let's call it a 4-yard pickup.
2nd and 6. Now less than 3 minutes to go in the half. Salve down 7-6. On the move, right to left. Slot to the right. Moriello, the man in the backfield. Behind McGuire, the quarterback, back to pass. Short drop. Looking, throwing downfield long, and it is underthrown and incomplete. In the general vicinity of Hannon, I believe. Nope, that was intended for Marcelino Labella.
Well, now it's a 3rd down and 6, so with 2:34 left to go in the half, Salve would really like to keep this drive going.
Keep an eye on that slant pattern.
Yeah, that's DeVito usually.
Trips to the right,
Here
charges
comes the
on,
blitz.
and the blitz, and McGuire's down. It was nearly an offside as the blitz came charging in, but they got across, timed perfectly, and Jack had no time to think about letting it go.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They really disguised it well, but at the last instant, in they came, and he had no place to go.
No gambling here by Kevin Gilmartin. He'll send the punt team out.
Yeah, smart play there.
Endicott's going to call timeout with 2:03 to go. And now we've got number 23 out to do the punting, Salve. And that would be Nick.
That's Joey.
Oh, yeah, that is Joey. What the? Oh, well, no, actually, there are two number 23s.
Okay.
Nick Ferragini is also number 23.
Well, how are we supposed to keep track of this stuff?
I know.
Come on. All right, well, they're at the 46-yard line. It's 4th down and 12. No chance they're going to be going for it, I don't think.
We're adjusting the clock right now, and we're having a hell of a time doing it.
20 minutes and 99 seconds left to go in the half.
2:09 is the time remaining.
2:09.
Not 20 minutes and 99 seconds, as the scoreboard clock says. I know the gentleman who is the clock operator said, hey, I've never seen this kind of a system before.
Yep.
We haven't mentioned the officiating crew, but Ron Patry is the referee. Mike Sanzaro is the umpire. William Lannon is the line judge, or a head linesman, excuse me. Line judge Matt Brewer, field judge Danny Brewer, side judge William Wolf, back judge Patrick Costello, clock operator James Angelini, play clock operator Bob McPherson.
All right, well, we've got our 2 minutes and 9 seconds. It is 4th and 12. Salve is going to punt, and you're right, number 23 is in punt formation. We're just going to have to assume that is not Joey Moriello, but Nick Ferragini.
Nick Ferragini, definitely. And Shane Aylward goes back for the goals.
Very different formation.
It's a fake. It's a fake, and now it's a punt. Ferragini gets it off, and Aylward calls a fair catch at the 20-yard line.
That was a very unusual formation. They had the center on the right end of the line, everyone to the left, and then he ran right, although he was looking like he was going to run right, but he decided to kick.
So 1st and 10 goals. They've got 2:02 remaining in this half. They are leading 7-6. Salve's defense with the pressure to get the job done continues with their 3-man front. Aylward's going to set up wide as one of the 3 wideouts on the right side. A little screen pass goes down here to Tyler Bridge. Has a block. The ball comes loose.
But it is Endicott who recovers.
That was about to be a first down, and then somebody knocked the ball loose, and they lost a yard or two on that, but they did recover. So they put it on the 29-yard line of Endicott.
Gain of 9 yards on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, number 53.
I think you heard it.
An untimely call against the Salve defense.
Oh, and they mark it from the end of the play.
Pasquale DeStefano, the guilty party. And now the goals are suddenly
at the 45-yard line. And with about 1:48 to go.
Left to right go the goals, trying to add to a 7-6 lead. The quick pass over here on the near sideline is caught. Immediately out of bounds is Jeffrey Ingrando, right in front of the Salve bench.
Picked up about 8 yards on the pass play.
Goes to the 47 of Salve. Clock is stopped after running out of bounds. Slot formation left and right. Throw comes over here on the right to Aylward. Aylward's pushed out of bounds right away for a short gain. Right there on the coverage for Salve is Mike Lowe Rivera.
Picked up about 6 yards on that play and another first down.
Now at the 41 of Salve Regina. 1:32 to go. And remember, they've got a really good field goal kicker. Here is the handoff right up the middle. Not too much running room there for A.J. Caggianelli.
But look at him push the line.
Oh, my gosh.
My goodness.
That's that front line of Endicott who goes 245, 295, 265, 265, 275. Snap. Pass. Aylward gets a block, cuts inside, spins away, gets down to the 20-yard line. What a great run after the catch by Shane Aylward, a 5'10 sophomore from Tewksbury, Mass. And that officiating crew here is really getting their workout. Here is the handoff. And trying not to go down and spinning around is Tyler Bridge. Gulls are refusing to go down after the first hit or two. Was that AJ again and not Tyler? No, I don't. I'll say it was Tyler. Snap. Roll out. They give Tyler, that looks like a forward pass almost. And Bridge has knocked out a player on the 5-yard line.
Boy, this is a big, big drive for Endicott. And that roughing the passer penalty hurt real big time.
26.8 seconds to go. The Gulls are on the 5-yard line, 1st and goal. And threatening to up that lead.
They certainly are. And Salve wants a timeout.
Timeout, Salve. We'll take a 60-second timeout and come right back. Line of Salve.
And if Endicott wins this football game, we're going to remember this last drive of the first half. This has been pretty special.
Aided by that roughing the passer call. Aylward sets up as a slot to the right side. Quick pass into the end zone, and it is incomplete. Intended at the back of the end zone in the corner, and a little bit off the mark.
There's still plenty of time. That stops the clock with 22.4 seconds. I think Endicott has 2 timeouts left, but I don't think that's even going to matter.
I think you're right. If I read that scoreboard correctly, that intended receiver was Mr. Gaudette again, Kobe Gaudette.
This is the 9th play of the drive that started at their own 20.
Trips to the right. Ridge in the backfield. From the shotgun. Drop back. Rush. A near sack, but missed. Now on the run is the quarterback. He throws into the end zone and misses the mark. Oh.
Should have had him.
What great pressure applied, but getting away from it was Mike Ingrafia. One of the ones getting in there was Dylan Budnick. I think Alex Pitzer nearly got him as well.
Boy, they were so close. It is 3rd down. I mean, they have a field goal kicker, but Salve will settle for a field goal now, and I believe it's Endicott with the timeout.
And Salve will get the opening kickoff of the second half. So
boy, they would love to hold this to 3.
Exactly. So a timeout called here by Endicott. We've got time to take a 30-second break. Let's do it. A 30-second break right here.
Custom white coat.
Salve trying to get themselves near the top, but it has turned into a battle royal low-scoring affair.
I'll tell you what, this could be the biggest. This is the biggest play of the first half, and maybe the biggest play of the game. Salve needs to keep them out of the end zone.
They're on the left side hash mark. They are 3rd and goal at the 5. Aylward goes in motion to the left. Play fake. It's Graffino with the ball. Pitches it back, and it's going to be Bridge, who gets right down to about the 1 and is stopped.
No, he's not even.
That's the 5, isn't it?
That's the 5. He didn't gain anything. It is now 4th and goal from the 5.
No,
actually, the
I was
6th.
right. I was right. It's the 1 yard line.
Ooh, you're right. Well, now the question is, do they go for it?
Endicott takes a timeout, which will give us a chance to take this 30-second timeout and come right back. Ingraffia just took the snap, took a step to the left, and coasted into the end zone. And indeed, Endicott adds a touchdown to their lead.
Well, I'll tell you, that was a big sequence down there inside the 10-yard line. Salve nearly stopped it, but now they're about to go down 14-6 if this extra point is good.
Ryan Smith is your extra point man. And holding for him is Kevin Lemieux, but no, it's the quarterback. Here's the kick, and it's plenty long enough, and it's plenty good enough. With 4.8 seconds left to go in the half, Endicott takes a 14-6 lead over Salve Regina as quarterback Mike Ingraffia does it himself. And a quieted Salve crowd looks on.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a second half to come. Salve's going to get the football to start it, and this could get really interesting as we go. I think when we look at the numbers at halftime, I think what we're going to realize is that Salve is being outgained yardage-wise by a wide margin, but yet they're still within one score at 14-6. But that missed extra point by Salve could come into play, so lots going on here.
Ashton D'Alessio goes back deep for Salve.
They're not expecting the kick to go deep, though. Very strange arrangement. Now they kind of approach the ball, back off, and now go back to a more standard arrangement, and Salve kind of drops back.
And this is Chris Edwards doing this kickoff, not Ryan Smith. Hard, end over end kick. All the way back to the 1. And it's D'Alessio looking for somewhere to go, but really nowhere to go. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 25-yard line, and that brings the first half to an end. It is Endicott 14, Salve 6. One half of football done in this Commonwealth Coast Conference battle on a beautiful Saturday afternoon in Newport, RI. We shall take a timeout and come back with you shortly on FM 101.
They were roughing the quarterback, Salve was, so they got the 9 plus 15. That went 24 yards. That got them to the 44-yard line in one play. Then their hurry-up offense went to work. They got all the way down to the 5-yard line of Salve. On third down, they got to the 1. On fourth down, Mike and Graffia took it in from the 1-yard line with 4 seconds left to go in the half. That completed an 11-play, 80-yard drive. The extra point kick was good. And now Endicott 14, Salve 6 here at halftime. Salve will receive the second half kickoff. As far as individual numbers are concerned, really, Endicott's done a nice job despite only up 8 points. Joey Moriello, 12 carries, 46 yards, a little under 4 yards a carry. Jack McGuire, 3 carries, minus 4 yards. Obviously, a couple of sacks thrown in there. McGuire is 8 for 12 passing for 89 yards and a touchdown. A catch from Marcelino Labella for 15 yards. Joey Moriello has a catch for 5. Max DeVito, 2 catches, 26 yards and a touchdown. John Whitehouse has a catch. Jack Hannon has 2, and Nick Lane has 1. Salve, 15 carries, 42 yards on the ground, 8 for 12 passing for 89 yards. That means they've only run 27 plays in the half. 27 plays. Now, Endicott has run 46. Let's look at their numbers. Tyler Bridge, 15 carries, 58 yards, nearly 4 yards a carry. Mike and Graffia, 6 carries, 36 yards, 6 yards a carry, and a touchdown. Anthony Caggianelli had 2 carries for 1 yard. Mike and Graffia is 15 for 23 for 144 yards and 1 touchdown. 2 catches for Jeffrey Ingrando for 27 yards. Shane Aylward has 6 catches, 43 yards. Kobe Gaudet has 4 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown. Tyler Bridge has 3 catches for 21 yards. So, Endicott, 23 carries, 95 yards on the ground. 15 for 23 passing for 144 yards. They've got 239 total yards. Salve only 131. They've run 46 plays. Salve has run 27, almost twice as many. But it's only 14-6 on the scoreboard. Salve's going to get the opening kickoff. They can find a way to get the ball downfield. We're right in a tie ball game or a 1 or 2 point ball game if they can get that done. So, despite the numbers favoring Endicott, the scoreboard is a lot closer. Salve is going to rely on that and hope to get something going in the second half.
Salve averages 431 yards of offense per game.
They have 131 in the first half, so they got a ways to go if they're going to get anywhere near their average.
Salve averages rushing 218 yards a game.
And they only have 42 in the first half.
And in passing, they average 214 yards a game.
And they have 89.
So Endicott's done a job in containing the Salve attack.
Endicott has come into this game. Well, both of these teams are very well coached. You can see it. But Endicott seems to know what Salve wants to do. Salve had that 1 touchdown drive. It was 2 quick pass plays for 36 yards, a Moriello run for 7, then a 7-yard pass play, then a 15-yard penalty. That was huge, too. That was an interference call way down by, down deep in Endicott territory. Then, a Moriello run followed by a McGuire run and a Moriello run, and then the touchdown pass to Max DeVito. So both 2 touchdown drives, 1 for each team, were very, very well helped by a 15-yard penalty. Salve roughed the passer, Endicott pass interference. So in a way, a pretty even game on the scoreboard, but Endicott has got to feel pretty good about the way they're kind of controlling things a little bit more than Salve is.
All right, both teams coming back on the field to do some calisthenics and warm-ups before the start of the second half, which is a little bit more than 4 minutes away. And We'll see what magic Kevin Gilmartin, the Salve head coach, can come up with to get some more points on the board and contain in somehow this really good Gulls offense and a really good quarterback. Mr. Mike Ingrafia has shown us not only can he pass the ball, but he's a great ball faker.
Yep.
He's a good runner.
Yep.
And he's got all the different aspects of quarterbacking going his way. He does a nice job, and he's only a sophomore.
Yeah, makes good decisions is what I would say. He has to decide whether to hand the ball off or keep the ball. He's made the right move every time, it seems. So it's been a really good half of Mike Ingrafia. As I said, 15 for 23 for 144 yards and a passing touchdown. And then he scored the other touchdown. He's got 6 carries for 36 yards. So he is kind of responsible for a lot of this offense when you come right down to it. 36 yards rushing, 144 yards passing. So if Salve wants to concentrate on anything, it's keeping track of Mike Ingrafia. When they've gotten pressure on him, he's made mistakes. There was that one play where he was getting sacked, but he threw the ball up. Salve did intercept it, but he had hit the ground before he released it. So when they get pressure on him, he doesn't always make the right decision. But when he's had the time to think about it, he's been very, very good. So what does that mean? It means Salve has to find a way to get some pressure on that quarterback.
And it means we take a timeout right here and get ready for the second half. Don't go away. Ascoli with Maxwell Lawless, our producer-director. And over here in the booth, we have the award-winning music man, Derek. We have the incredible camera operator, Nick. And most importantly, we have Maura, a top-notch crew in the press box, overseen by Mr. Ed Hampshaw.
The two of us are just mainly dragging down the level.
We're taking up space.
Yeah, basically. You know, it's funny. I remember something that Kevin Gilmartin said. We did one game this year when Salve was trailing badly at halftime, and then they made a tremendous comeback in the second half to win it. That was the game they won like 50-36 or something.
Over Rowan?
Yeah, but they were down 36.
Yes.
13 at halftime. And, you know, we were talking about what's Kevin Gilmartin saying. What did he say at that game? He said he went into the locker room. He didn't have to say a thing. They all knew. They said, we're there to make the right play, but we're missing it. In the second half, let's not miss it. And they went out and they just completely stormed Rowan and won the game. So,
well, do we want to apply pressure here to Salve and make them come out and march downfield to open up the second half?
If you'd like, I think that might not be such a bad idea. And again, Endicott does its little weird kickoff thing where they all kind of group in a little huddly situation. Then they kind of move to a different spot, and then they eventually get to where everybody else gets. Watch. Right now, the kicker is standing over the football, and 10 people are right behind him.
Max DeVito is back deep for Salve. Endicott in the white jerseys, the green pants, the white helmets, the green trim and numerals. Salve in their brand new dark gray uniforms with the blue trim and numerals. And getting ready for the kickoff is Chris.
Now two guys go to the right and two guys go to the left, and everybody else stays put. Then they fake a kick, and then they drop back and do what everybody else does.
And Chris Edwards is the man to do the kicking.
It's a very odd little thing, but sometime they're going to fake off that, and they're going to do something crazy.
Long end over end kick. Max DeVito waits, takes it at the 10. He's at the 15. He's at the 20. And he's slowed down and he's brought down as he approaches the 30-yard line.
Pretty decent run back, though. He got to about the 28, 29, and that's where they're going to start.
All right, back to work. Go the Salve Seahawks against the Endicott Gulls. And at quarterback, Jack McGuire. Of course, he's got Joey Moriello as his lone back. And a really good receiving core that's been pretty much contained just like Joey Moriello has.
Important drive? Yeah, I think so.
Line of scrimmage just over the 25. McGuire wants to pass. Fakes, runs, throws, caught. Around the 36-yard line or so. Right in front of the Salve bench.
Who had it?
I'm waiting for him to get up and get back to the huddle. I don't know. Who caught that?
It looked like Max.
Who caught that? Who caught that? Pat Travers.
Oh, Pat Travers, okay.
All right, spread formation, second down, little less than 4. Ball at the 35, and it's Joey Moriello. There's no place for Joey to run.
Boy, oh boy.
He tried going off the left side, and it was all Gulls right there waiting for him.
Well, this becomes an incredibly important play. It gets about a yard. It's going to be third down and a long 2. And they really cannot afford to punt right now.
Both tight ends are in, Joe Hyland and Nick Lane. They're set up over on the right side. Third down, pitch. Moriello cuts back, knocked off his feet before he could get to the first down marker.
I'm not sure it was before. Depending on...
Oh, they're going to say move those chains. Nice spot. Joey got out to the 38, and they're moving the chains. That was close.
That was close.
Salve with the opening possession of the half.
Boy, did they need that.
All right, we've got single wides left and right here. McGuire, quick pass in the near sideline. It's intended for Pat Travers. Double covered on the play. No chance for him to go. Joseph Paget and James Day were out there to cover Pat Travers.
There is a flag on the play. Not exactly sure what it is.
We'll keep an eye on Ron Patry as he discusses with 2 of his officiating mates. Kevin Gilmartin is walking out, wanting to know what's up. And Mr. Patry will fill us in.
After the play, late hit, personal foul, number 88.
Oh, that hurts.
That's going to be called on Salve.
A late hit.
After the play, Hayden Hume.
That means the play counts, so it's a loss of down. Back 15 yards will go, and it down to about the 23-yard line, where it's going to be second down and 25.
That doesn't help at all.
No, it does not. And now that almost takes Joey Moriello out of the equation, at least on this play, you would think.
From their own 23. Snap, pitch to Moriello.
Nope.
Tries that far side, turns the corner, and gets up to about the 30 before he's nudged out of bounds in front of the Endicott bench on the far sideline.
Yeah, he only got to about 7, though, so it's going to be third down and 18.
They've got to get out to the 48-yard line, and they are right around the 30 or 29.
Yeah, it's only the 29, so a 6-yard pickup for Joey that time to the 29. And like you said, they have to get to the 48. It's third and 19.
Trips will go wide to the right side in this formation. Single wide to the left. Moriello, the only back. And Jack McGuire gets the snap. The charge is on. He's sacked.
Oh.
Unblocked, uncontested sack for Colin Maropoulos.
You know what happened that time? He blew right by Joey Moriello. And Joey was actually heading out into the flat to catch a pass. But when the quarterback was sacked, Joey sort of tapped his helmet as if to say, yeah, my bad here.
So if there's a statement that's been made to start the second half, it's been by Endicott.
It sure has. And if they can put together a scoring drive here, it's going to be awfully tough.
Brian Johnson gets away a punt, and it will be fair caught just inside the 45 of Endicott.
Terrible opening drive for Salve. They needed more.
An excellent field possession here for Endicott. They go right to the line of scrimmage. They do not use a huddle, and at times they've been hurrying it up. And they lead it 14-6 as we're early in the second half. Right to left. Go the Gulls. Slot to the left side in the shotgun. It'll be a handoff. And here is Tyler Bridge. And picking up about 6 yards before he's brought down.
Just too much.
Making the stop is Dylan Hodge out of Hartford. Secondary for Salve includes Connor Foley, Matt Sylvia, C.J. Minchin, and Zach Tucker. Second down 5 at midfield. Slot to the right in this formation. And it will be Bridge again. Finds a hole on the left side. Gets the first down to about the 41 of Salve. Helping make the stop was Mike Laravera.
And right now, that offensive front line is making a statement. They are opening holes for Tyler Bridge. He just sort of gets the handoff, waits until something opens up, and then goes right through it. And they're doing a great job up front.
First and 10 at the Salve 40. The snap. And it's going to be Bridge going right this time. And he is met, stood up. He uses his power to try to go forward and almost did.
Got about 2 or 3 yards on the carry. But, boy, I'll tell you, that was a tough 2 or 3 yards.
Matt Sylvia and, again, Mike Laravera on the stop. Couple of yards. We've got a Gull down here. No, I'm sorry, it's a Seahawk.
It's
down.
A Gull
Gulls,
or a Seahawk?
Seahawks, you know.
We knew it was a seabird of some sort.
And the trainer, Amanda, gets out there in a hurry to check out the injured Salve player at the 40-yard line. Haven't been able to spot the number just yet.
But right now, Endicott is doing very much what they did at the beginning of the first half and the end of the first half, which is move the ball quickly down the field, quickly and efficiently.
Getting up and now going off the field under his own power is Zach Gutierrez.
He looks fine.
A key linebacker running off the field under his own power.
You know, I don't know whether he got the wind knocked out of him or a cramp, but he appears absolutely fine, and they're going to need him.
All right. It'll be second down. Almost 7 here for the Gulls. Right to left they go in Salve territory. Man in motion to the left. Now sets up. That's Gaudette. And the snap and the quick look over here to Gaudette, and he can't make the catch. Incompleted pass. Close to being a lateral, but incomplete. And that'll set up a third down and about 7 for Endicott.
Well, here we go. Another huge play for the Salve defense. And again, if they could find a way to get some pressure on Ingraffia, things get easier, but they have not really done that. And I don't think that's Ingraffia out there. That looks like...
It's not number 5?
I thought it, believe it or not, I'll tell you what I thought I saw it a second ago.
It is.
It is, yeah.
Fake handoff, makes the pass. It's caught by Bridge, and he is going to be wrapped up by 2 or 3 of the Seahawks. That was a little bit of a double fake. Didn't fake out Salve.
Boy, it sure didn't. That was a tremendous defensive play. It'll be 4th and 7, and Endicott will line up as though to punt.
Quinton Fox drops back deep. Max DeVito will stand on the 10. Let's see what Mr. Fox has in mind. 9:50 to go in the third quarter. Salve down 14-6. The snap. the kick. This was a low end-over-end kick, and DeVito takes it with a fair catch at his own 7-yard line.
Yeah, they have been getting very, very difficult field position, but they did hold there.
Now, did I just hear right? Did you just play Sweet Caroline? You hot sketch, you. Derek the Music Man. All right.
I'm not going to tell you how I feel about playing Sweet Caroline.
Oh, yeah, things didn't work out last night, did they?
It's not even that.
Salve with the ball in the shotgun formation.
In his own end zone, practically.
Just about standing on his goal line. McGuire looks, goes over the middle, and just on the wrong side.
And we have a penalty flag.
On the intended receiver,
I think.
John Whitehouse.
Did I see him throw a flag?
I thought I saw one go flying in there, but
right around where John
there's one
landed.
right down over here.
There's one over on where John landed, too. There are 2 penalty flags on the field. This may be offsetting or upsetting.
A little conversation going on among Ron Patry and 2 of the officials. And we can hear what Ron says when he says it.
Personal foul, defense, number 0. Unnecessary roughness. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
I think what happened was when the ball went behind John Whitehouse, someone just kind of knocked them to the ground, and the official did not like that, and therefore out to the 22 or so we go. Or
that'll do. If Ed Habershaw says 22, then we know it's the 22.
Okay.
1st and 10 for Salve. No scoring yet in the second half. 14-6 Endicott.
Well, at least Salve has gotten out of their shadow of the goalpost there for a second.
Left to right they go, with Joey Moriello right next to him. Snap to McGuire, gives it to Moriello, tries the left side. Not much going on over there.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the holes aren't opening.
Joey just can't find that seam. You know, and that's the key to Joey Moriello. If he can get past the initial pressure and find a little seam, he will outrun most of a defense for, 40, 50 yards. But that opportunity has not presented itself.
Yeah, he's got to get in space, and he has not done it today. His biggest carry, 11 yards.
Trips to the right. Snap. McGuire being pushed and rushed in the pocket and being sacked again.
Well, I'll tell you, this is not going well for Salve.
Ismar Kandic gets in there. Ismar is a mere 6'2", 255 pounds, out of Cromwell, Connecticut.
Well, now it's going to be 3rd down and 11. Jack McGuire sacked for the 3rd time.
I've noticed on a few occasions, Jack McGuire has taken a couple of seconds to get a grip on the football. That doesn't help the cause. It doesn't happen all the time, but every once in a while.
Yeah, he's got to move a little bit quicker if he can, because they're getting pressure on him.
Trips again to the right. Joey, the single setback, and a timeout is called by Salve.
Wow.
To get this play squared away. All right, 60-second timeout right here. We shall return.
Music compilation.
All right, Salve with the ball, 3rd and 11, deep in their own territory. Snap to McGuire, pressure. He rolls out, looking for help, throws on the run. It is caught And it will be 35. It will be a first down.
Pat Travers.
Got himself in good position. He was tightly covered, but a perfectly thrown pass on the run by Jack McGuire to Pat Travers.
17 yards on the pickup. So the timeout apparently was well worth it because they did get that first down.
At their own 38-yard line. McGuire, ball's on the ground, and it's still being fought for, rolling around, and it's Endicott's ball.
Well, that is absolutely not what they needed. And I think Jack McGuire is shaken up.
It was on the exchange from McGuire to Moriello that the ball came loose, and Endicott was all over it. And a big break here that they created, the Gulls did, defensively. And here goes their offense, 1st and 10 at the 32 of Salve Regina. Pressure on the Salve defense to stop this Gulls offense. Led by the sophomore quarterback, Mike Ingrafia, who's back to pass, throws on the near side, underthrows Shane Elwood. On the coverage was the linebacker, Mike Laravera. Defensively, Salve with Dylan Budnick, Dylan Hodge, and Alec Pitzer across the front. Every now and then, Pasquale DiStefano, Lucas Moynihan, Jesse LaGrossa. And we'll talk about the others when we can. 2nd down and 10. Endicott at the Salve 32. Trips go to the right side, but Elwood comes in motion now to set up double receivers on the left. And it will be a play fake. Pass to Elwood, who's going to be wrapped up and caught down. That is a great play by Connor Foley from his cornerback position.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a necessary play. He got him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards on the play, on the pass play.
So right at the 34 of Salve is a 3rd down and 11, almost 12. All right, we put double wides left and right from the shotgun. The snap, the pass on a slant pattern is caught. Not enough for a first down, though. Great coverage over there. That's C.J. Minchin getting in there to make the initial stop
on Jeffrey Ingrando.
So it is going to be 4th down, and looks like they will try for the field goal. In the warm-ups before the second half, the field goal kicker, Ryan Smith, kicked a 55-yarder that bounced off the crossbar.
This is a 45-yard attempt. He's got it. He has this leg. We've seen it.
Little or no wind. It's on the way. It looks like it's going to be short and off to the right. No good.
Salve dodges yet another bullet.
The score remains Salve trailing 14-6 and getting the ball back.
And where do they get it in college? Is it
the line of scrimmage, I believe?
Okay, so that would put it at about the 28-yard line.
And looks like I may be wrong.
Does it go back to the 20 is the question. No, right? It looks like you're right. Yep. 27-yard line.
27, that's right, because they set it up on the 35 for the kick. All right. 1st and 10, Salve left to right here in the 3rd quarter down. 14-6. And it's Joey Moriello with a little running room.
There he goes.
40, 50, 40, caught and out of bounds. Tyler Davis caught up to Joey Moriello. And one of the Salves, that's not Joey, is it? Out of play.
And I'll tell you.
No, Connor Welch is on right now.
Kevin Gilmartin is not happy about something.
And it is Joey Moriello who's down behind his own bench after the tackle was made.
Wait a second.
He was pushed out inside the 40 of Endicott.
That was a 35-yard run. First time he's been able to break free.
There you go. McGuire hands it up to Connor Welch, and Connor gets a little bit of a hole on the left side, and he gets down to about the 33-yard line. Connor out of North Middletown, New Jersey. He's the backup to Joey. Joey is lying down on the sidelines and having his lower left calf worked on.
I think it might be a knee, unfortunately.
At the 34, second down, less than 7. McGuire, play fake, wants to pass, throws deep. Pat Travers in the end zone, can't make the catch.
Oh, that's an interesting call.
An interesting non-call.
Yep.
He was being covered extremely tightly and could not make the catch in the end zone. Second down and 10 for Salve. That was close, both on a penalty and on a catch.
Now it's real trouble here. We're in 3rd down and 7 territory. Maybe 6.
Joey Moriello standing up on the sideline and limping. Connor Welch again gets hit, falls forward down to about the 31.
Well, that's not going to be good enough. So it's going to be 4th down and about 3. And with Joey Moriello on the sidelines, boy, does that take a weapon out of your, and he is limping, favoring that left leg.
Salve in a spot here at their 31 of Endicott, trailing 14-6.
Well,
3 yards to a first down on 4th down.
And now it's Jack McGuire that's going to have to step up, I think.
Snap, rush, throw, and unprepared for it because Mr. McGuire had to throw it too quickly. Marcelo Labella was the intended receiver, but he wasn't even looking for the ball yet, and that's due to the pressure that the Gulls put on. If Jack had about a second more, I think Mr. Labella would have been ready. So Salve has to give up the football.
Turn it over on downs. And now on their own 31-yard line, Endicott gets the football.
1st and 10. Back to work goes Mike Ingrafia. Drops back to pass. Looking on the far side, throws, and it is caught. And it's out at the 38-yard line and out around the 40-yard line.
I think he may have a first down, and that was Jeffrey Ingrando.
It was. 6'2", 205-pounder from Everett, Mass.
They're going to move. Are they going to move the chains? They are. So it's the 41-yard line that he got. And now Salve has to kind of collect themselves because right now it doesn't look like Joey Moriello is going to be returning anytime soon. We'll have to wait and see.
Here's a handoff over the middle. Nothing there for A.J. Caggianelli. In there to make the stop, Alex Pitzer along with Zach Ludeman. 2nd down and 10, no gain. Staying in there is A.J. Caggianelli rather than Tyler Bridge. Ingrafia changing up at the line of scrimmage. Has a slot man to the left side. Long snap count.
They're famous for those.
Play fake, rush being put on. Running out of trouble, but not being able to get away. And the pressure was applied initially by Zach Katarius. And he got in there to make the stop along with Joe Vecchione.
And a 6-yard sack back to the 35. It'll be 3rd down and 16.
Mike Ingrafia had nowhere to go but run for his life. Ball at the 35 of Endicott. Trips will go out to the right side. Ingrafia barks the signals. Salve shows a 3-man front. Snap, drop, pressure, throw, and almost picked off. Matt Sylvia had it for a moment and couldn't hang on.
There were 2 defenders where the ball was, and the receiver was not there. And I honestly believe that if there were just one defender, he might have grabbed it. But boy, Salve's going to get the ball back after an outstanding defensive stand that time. 3 and out. I'm sorry, 4 and out.
Quinton Fox back to punt. Max DeVito standing on his own 30-yard line. Let's see how this goes.
And there could be some good field position here.
Fox gets a low snap, but he'll get it away. Line drive. Fox, DeVito takes it 40, 50-yard line on his feet, 45, 40-yard line, down to the 42.
Great play by Max DeVito that time, as it was a line drive punt, and he just grabbed it on the run and went right by the people that were heading downfield. So he just didn't kick it high enough for his coverage to get under it. And Max DeVito took it inside the Endicott territory down to the 37-yard line.
Almost back where Salve left off.
Exactly right. That kick was from the 35. So, 2 yards on the punt, net.
Left to right. Play fake. And here's the pass by, definite contact in the end zone. 2 flags thrown in the end zone. McGuire with a long pass to Pat Travers. It's not complete, but this is going to be pass interference, and Salve is going to move up the field.
Honestly, it was the exact same pass with the exact same coverage as last time, but I don't think this is going to go Salve's way. Something is up here. It's either offsetting or it's offensive pass interference, because Kevin Gilmartin is beside himself.
2 flags lying at the goal line. Gilmartin, Kevin is just yelling at the officials.
Pat Travers is very upset. He's being comforted in a way and held back by a teammate.
Elian's doing the honors there.
Oh, man, are they not happy about this? There was absolute contact right at the goal line, and honestly, I cannot believe it's offensive pass interference. And I'll tell you, Salve has got to be extremely careful, because all of their players right now are being vocal, and they're kind of gesturing. They've got to be careful they don't get an unsportsmanlike. Let Kevin Gilmartin take care of this. What in the world is this call going to end up being?
Ron Patry is the referee, and you'll be able to hear him.
Yeah, we haven't really gotten a good pass interference defense, but what? I don't understand what's going on. I just saw pass interference defense.
I think they're arguing that Pat did catch the ball.
Oh, there we go. That would explain it.
So the ruling is pass interference against Endicott, but Pat Travers looked like he had caught the ball to most, but not to the officials. He might have stepped on the end line there.
Wow.
The sideline.
So there is the call.
Here is Connor Welch trying to get some running room. There's none there. He is stopped for no gain, trying to go wide on the left side. Joey Moriello is injured and not part of the offense.
And he was limping on the sidelines. I can't find him now, but he didn't look like he was ready to come back. The leg was not holding under him is what was going on. So that was Connor Welch for no gain. And boy, I'll tell you, there was a big, big call on a non-catch. Second and 10.
There's the throw on the sideline, and that's going to be over the shoulder and incomplete, intended for Hayden Hulme on that left side down around the 5-yard line. 3rd down and 10.
Wow.
The 2 tight ends come out that were in there, Joe Highland and Nick Lane. That'll put more wideouts in this set for Salve. They're at the 22 of Endicott. 3rd quarter, a minute 39 left. Endicott up 14-6. Are we in 4-down territory?
I think we have to be.
Snap. McGuire looking, throwing, and it is caught down around the 12-yard line.
That's going to be a first down.
And that is a catch by Marcelino Labdella. A great route runner.
He got down to about the 12-yard line, just 10 yards. Oh, my goodness, what a game.
1st and 10, Salve. And he'll stay in there, will Marcelino Labella. He'll be one of the double wideouts to the left. Trips to the right.
They pretty much have to go through the air now.
McGuire by himself in the backfield. Sap rushed out of the pocket, trying to avoid the rush. Throws it on the run into the end zone. Looked like there was a hold over there, but no call.
Pretty smart throw, though. He was about ready to be sacked, and they cannot afford that down where they are.
John Whitehouse, the intended receiver.
So he just kind of unloaded it. 2nd down and 10 from about the 12.
All right, back comes tight end Joe Highland.
Right now, Salve, without their running game, I mean, Connor Welch can do what he can do, but without Joey Moriello, it is a completely different offense.
Connor is in the backfield behind Jack McGuire. The snap and the handoff to Connor Welch. He's not going to go far, maybe to the 10. Big pile up there, leading the charge, Sam Opont. And also down the bottom of the pile is Ismar Kandic.
Final minute of the 3rd quarter.
At the 10, 3rd and 8 for Salve.
What they really need right now is to protect Jack McGuire. He's been under too much pressure.
Trips go to the right side, DeVito in the middle. Travers on the outside. McGuire in the shotgun gets the snap. Looking, and now pulls it down. Looks again, throws over the middle, and it's caught at the 1-yard line. Leaping catch over there by Pat Travers.
A tremendous catch by Travers. Outstanding.
It will be 1st and goal at the 1 for Salve Regina.
Wow.
What a scramble by McGuire. And then that accurate pass to a leaping Pat Travers.
I tell you, there are some hands on this offensive unit. We're going to quarter number 4.
It is 14-6 Endicott. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
White Sotheby's International Realty, selling Newport County homes since 1925. This full-service agency, locally owned by Paul Lees and Chris West, is an invaluable resource for
He's not moving well. He's right here.
Yep, I see him.
Of local knowledge and worldwide exposure for your property. Don't just put a sign in front of your house. Put your house in front of the world. Through Guster White Sotheby's International Realty, 37 Bellevue Avenue, Newport. Phone 849-3000.
Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. Connor Welch had a hole, but it was plugged up in a hurry on the right side, and he could not cross the goal line.
I do not believe he didn't get over, but he may have lost a half a yard. Let's see where they put it. Hard to tell where they... Man, it looks like it's just about a no gain.
Great job by Endicott to plug up that hole that I could see from here.
Yep.
So it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Do we dare put it in the air?
We dare.
Or do we try to run it with Connor Welch again? McGuire gets the snap, gives it to Connor, and he dives over the goal line for a touchdown.
Now the critical 2-point conversion.
We didn't have a penalty on this. We did. There's a penalty flag
But it's going to go against Endicott. I think it was offside. I thought I saw somebody jump. It is.
It is offside. Goals are offside. That is, of course, declined. And there's your touchdown that makes it 14-12. And the Seahawks have to go for 2 to tie it. So yet another challenge. This will be from the 3 where they put the ball down.
And they haven't been gaining 3 on running plays lately.
Trips to the right side. DeVito to the left. Man in motion goes left, then turns around and goes right. Snap. The throw goes into the end zone for a 2-point conversion.
I think that's Travers, but I'm not sure.
No,
it is not.
27. That would be Ben Cortez. A successful 2-point conversion. Salve has tied up this game at 14 with 14:18 to go. And they're going to have to go the rest of the way without Joey Moriello.
A lifetime left to go in this game.
Joey is up, walking, but he shows a definite limp when he walks.
Yeah, he's not able to put a lot of pressure on that left leg. So this is going to be one of those things. You know, he was walking around. He's putting his helmet on. It's off now, but he just keeps. He's actually feeling behind his left knee right now. I'm watching him, and he's trying everything he can.
Might be a hamstring. Here's a kick. And it will be taken at about the 8-yard line and a run back to the 20. Oh, a jarring hit just at the 25-yard line. And the guy who applied that, I think, was Mr. Cortez.
And
Ben Cortez.
So there you go.
The run back by Freddie Gaben.
So for Salve, it was an 8-play, 37-yard drive. Connor Welch takes it in from the 1. Ben Cortez catches the 2-point conversion. We are at 14-14 with 14-13 to play.
Ball's at the 28 of Endicott. 1st and 10, left to right they go. Out of the shotgun. The look, the throw, and it is caught, but not going anywhere is Gregory Ingrando, covered very tightly on the play.
Yeah, he got a few yards, though. I mean, went from the 28 to about the, only 4 yards on the play, to the 32.
Couple of Seahawks on the coverage. I missed who it was. 2nd down and 6 for the Gulls. Barking out the signal is Mike Ingraffia, the quarterback, with double wides left. Again, a long snap count.
They try to get Salve to jump, but they never seem to do it.
The pitch goes wide to Tyler Bridge.
Nothing.
Bridge is caught. If he's lucky, he got back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think he did.
Running wide left into the Endicott bench.
I think he got to the 30, which would be a loss of 2, and make it 3rd and 8.
Great pursuit that time by the Salve defense.
That was just an option play, and they pitched it to the left, but Tyler Bridge had no place to go. Now they need to get some pressure, if they can, on Ingraffia.
Spread formation, double wides, left and right. Ingraffia in the shotgun, gets the snap, straight drop, looks over the middle, nothing there. He's going to run with it. He's still running. He throws over the middle, overthrows, intercepted. Salve with the interception. Matt Sylvia picks it off. a game-time decision to even play in the game. And Matt Sylvia makes his presence known. Salve first and 10 on the Endicott 43-yard line.
Does anyone believe in momentum? Because right about now, Salve would seem to have it.
And again, they'll have to do it without Joey Moriello with the injured leg on the sideline. Snap. McGuire gives it to Connor Welch. Connor pulls his way forward for about 4 yards, running left behind the blocking of Joe Highland, the tight end.
Drive starting at the Endicott 43.
I take that back. The ball carrier was Alessio. Nice job that time by Ashton D'Alessio, 41. A 5-yard pickup. Snap. D'Alessio again, looking right over the middle, and he's not going to go anywhere. Waiting for him was Mady Squally. No gain. Well, he might have got a little bit of forward motion to about the 35-yard line.
No, that's not a bad pickup then. Now it becomes 3rd down and 2.
Got to get just outside the 33. They're just outside the 35. So they're calling on Mr. D'Alessio.
Ashton D'Alessio.
Snap. Hand off D'Alessio again.
No.
Ball loose. Jack McGuire falls on it and retains the possession back around the 38-yard line.
Yeah, that did not go well. They may have to punt here.
Looking now at a 4th down. They got to get to the 33. They find themselves back now on the 38.
Yeah.
And looks like the punt squad is indeed coming out.
Well, one thing they cannot afford to do is give up the football. And that time a fumble and nearly a turnover. Jack McGuire was absolutely on the spot.
Nick Ferragini's there.
Again, a funny kind of a...
And he will punt it again after running a bit. And this will be over around the 10 and roll down to the 10 and be picked up at the 10. So both teams holding here. Plenty of time to go, just under 11 minutes. We are tied at 14. Salve is really the desperate team of the two because they've already suffered a loss. Endicott has not.
But again, putting a little bit of pressure on Ingraffio, has really, Mike Ingraffia has really caused him to make a couple of mistakes. On the last possession, it was an interception. Let's see what Salve can manage here from the 10.
This time it'll be the quarterback keeping it, and it's not Ingraffia. It's Clayton Merengue.
Picks up about 5 yards on the run to about the 15-yard line.
Clayton Merengue, the backup quarterback, a sophomore, another sophomore, 6'3", 190.
Hey, Endicott's going to be good for the next couple of years, you think?
I think so. All right, the ball is where? At the 14?
Yeah, about that.
2nd down, a little less than 8. Merengue. And he'll keep it again. Pitch it this time. And with the ball is A.J. Cangianelli, and he's not going anywhere. Great job of penetrating in there by the Seahawks. And it's back to the 11-yard line, and returning to the quarterback slot now is Mike Ingraffia.
I think they're at the 16, actually. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 6.
Wishful thinking on my part, I suppose. 3rd down. Salve shows about 6 men on the front. The charge is on, and Ingraffia is on the run. He throws to the sideline, and it is off the hands, and a penalty flag is thrown.
That is not necessary. I mean, I'm not saying the penalty was a bad call, but they didn't need to make that play.
Matt Sylvia on the coverage. Pass intended for Jeffrey Ingrando. Where are you, Mr. Patry? Conversation with some officials to talk it over.
I think Kevin Gilmartin is saying he's not going to win his argument. I think he was saying the ball was uncatchable and out of bounds. Where the heck is he going? Oh, okay.
15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. And the Gulls are out at their own 31 now, 1st and 10 on the Salve penalty.
What I meant by what I said was that he did not need to hit the receiver because that ball was sailing out of bounds.
1st and 10 Gulls. And the pass over on the far sideline again, and this one is over the sideline, incomplete. Intended again for Jeffrey Ingrando.
They've definitely tightened up the coverage in the defensive backfield, and they've gotten a little bit closer to the quarterback. So the passing game is not quite as smooth as it was earlier in the game, but again, still very dangerous.
It is 2nd down and 10 at the 31 of Endicott. Trips to the right side. Long snap count again. Ingrafia waits, gets it, hands it off. Nothing there. Nice. Somebody got a hand to trip him up down low. One of the guys charging in there.
That was Bridge.
Briggs was the ball carrier, but it was Zach Ludeman who got a hand on him to trip him up.
A 1-yard gain, 3rd and 9. Salve has got to keep it so that, no penalties here and as much pressure on Ingrafia as they can get.
He's got Taylor Bridge alongside of him. Got double wides left and right. And the snap. And the blitz.
They got
a sack. Back at the 20-yard line. The ball came loose, but they say no. The quarterback was down. Tremendous pressure applied by the Salve rush. A loss on the play and a punt coming up. Big-time defensive stand for the Seahawks.
A 12-yard sack back to the 20. And I think they're going to get good field position again.
Max DeVito will stand
We'll see.
outside his own 40. Back to punt. Quentin Fox. He's been pretty steady all day. Need a good snap here, and he's got one. He'll get it away. High spiral. DeVito is going to make the catch and try to run away and almost gets away. He had 2 guys standing next to him when he made the catch.
No fear on Max DeVito. He gets to midfield.
So Salve's defense comes through. Let's see if the offense can come through. Again, working without Joey Moriello, who has suffered a leg injury and cannot get back out there.
Yeah, the way he was grabbing at the back of his knee just a few minutes ago, it does lead you to believe that maybe it is a hamstring.
Out comes the Salve offense, led by the quarterback, Jack McGuire. A little extra pressure on Jack right now. And I think we've got Connor Welch back in the backfield.
Yeah, they didn't like seeing the ball on the ground.
From his own 49. Connor's going to run, try to get outside, and he does get a little bit of open space to get down to about Endicott's 45-yard line. Big spot for Connor Welch, the senior out of North Middleton, New Jersey.
They only gave him 4 yards on the carry to the 47.
Pat Travers is going to be spread out wide to the right side. Got a wide out over here on the left. From the shotgun, play fake, pass downfield, far side, contact, no flags.
No flags.
They call it incidental contact on Pat Travers again, who was double covered.
I think what happened that time is I think Pat tripped. Now, whether he was tripped or it was just incidental, kind of getting their legs tangled up a little bit, they decided, the officials did, that it was not worthy of a penalty.
It'll be 3rd down and about 6 here for Salve, but they're only at the 47 of Endicott.
Yeah, they need a first down or they're punting. There's no way they're going to go for it from here. 7:16 left to go in regulation.
14-14 the snap. The pressure's on. And the throw is caught on the far sideline. And making that catch. I hate the color schemes. 37. Oh, okay. That would be John Whitehouse making the catch, picking up a first down at the 38 of Endicott. Trips to the left. Snap. McGuire rushed out of the pocket, throws on the run, a diving catch attempt. Did he get it? Yes.
He did.
What a great catch by Ben Cortez.
That ball was behind him.
It'll be second down about 1 after that pass play over here on the left side. Pat Travers comes out for a rest. He is not one of the trips on the right side of this formation. Max DeVito is split out to the left. 4-man front for the Gulls. Jack McGuire in the shotgun. Will hand it off. This is, Connor Welch.
Goodness.
He got smacked down. And that's Tim Russell.
And if he got the first down, which I don't think he did, it would be by a hair. But I think it's going to be third down and maybe half a yard, maybe a full yard.
Yeah, no gain there for Connor Welch.
I'll tell you, this game is got it all right now. Third down and 1.
Here, I would think it would be 4-down territory if it came to that.
Yeah, unless he loses, a bunch of yards on the play.
Welch is the setback. Shotgun snap. Back to pass. McGuire's going to throw deep over the middle to the end zone, but overthrows his intended receiver by quite a bit. I think that was Marcelino Labella, the intended receiver.
Well, what do you do here?
It's 4th down and a yard. Salve is going to go for it.
Well,
they don't have that overpowering fullback kind of runner.
No, they don't. Right now, I don't know what they're going to do, but they better get some blocking up front.
McGuire's in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Connor Welch puts his head down and gets the first down. About the 27-yard line before Mehdi Squally knocks him off his feet.
Just a quick hitter right off left tackle. Picked
Connor
up 3.
Goes 5'9", about 180, but he had a hold on that left side where Jason Azzolino and Elion Telford throw blocks.
We come down to 5 minutes left to go in regulation.
Salve's at the 26 of Endicott, going right to left.
I'll tell you, if they can get 10 or 15 more yards, they might be able to set up for a field goal.
Single wides left and right. One of them's Travers on the right. Welch again cuts back inside, finds a bit of a seam, drives his way forward down to the 20 to the 15-yard line. That was almost entirely Connor Welch not willing to go down.
And if he's to the 15, that's a pickup of almost 12. No, he did not get that far. He's at about the
16.
16 still looks like a first down to me. Yeah.
Yep, they're moving the chains.
Picked up 10.
That was one courageous effort right there by Connor Welch.
Here's a question. Do you start using timeouts if you're Endicott?
4:10 to go.
Salve needs to hang on to the football.
McGuire in the shotgun. He'll give it to Connor again. Finds a little bit of a hole on the right side this time and gets some help from his teammates down to the 10. Maybe, if he's lucky, the 9.
Look at the blocking now.
Talk about a fired-up, passionate offensive front right now for the Seahawks.
Picks up 6 yards, and it's exactly right. Where there were no holes before, there are holes now. And it's just one of those situations where it's almost like they look back there, they know they don't have Joey Moriello, so they're just going to give it everything they've got right now to open holes. And Connor Welch kind of bullying his way forward. They are clearly in field goal range.
All right, awaiting the snap is Jack McGuire. Ball at the 10. Connor Welch on the right side tries to find some room. Did the ball get knocked loose?
I think
or
it
no,
did.
It was just a tackle. I thought for a
no,
moment.
No, it's the ball's loose. Endicott has the football.
They do again.
You have to hang on here. And they did not.
There was a devastating hit on Connor. It jarred the ball loose, and the Gulls have done it again. Second time they have created a fumble and recovered the fumble. 3:09 to go now in regulation.
And they're going to start at their 6-yard line, but they do have the ability for a long field goal. Let's see what happens. But boy, the one thing you could not do is give up the football, and it's exactly what Salve did.
Mike Ingrafia comes back to work at quarterback.
Oh boy, this is now getting very tense.
Double wides right, handoff,
Nuss.
Slow down in the backfield, and not able to break free is Tyler Bridge. It was designed to go right. That was shut off. He tried to cut back, and that was shut off.
If they can hold him here, that's a loss of 2 on the play, back to the 4.
Apparently Endicott a little hesitant to put the ball in the air from here, but now they're looking at a 2nd down and 13 almost. They're inside their own 5-yard line. Talk about a need for holding on to the ball.
And I'll tell you something else. If they can hold him without a first down here, they'll get good field position, Will Salve, again.
All right, here's the fake handoff. It's the quarterback, Raffiano, tackled in the end zone.
I think they're going to give him the 1 or the 2.
Forward progress given to him before as the sack was being made. We've got a timeout called here.
It's got to be by Salve.
The ball is at the 1. What a great job by that Salve defense to apply the pressure, not giving Mike Ingrafia any time at all.
Boy, I'll tell you, ever since the Moriello injury, it's almost as if the Salve players have banded together.
The crowd is fired up. The bench is fired up.
Now they've called a timeout. They have a huddle around the 10-yard line, and the entire team is in that huddle.
2:12 remaining in the game, 14-14. And let's see what Salve's going to do here. Let's see what Endicott's going to do here, because they're looking at a 3rd down.
About 14 from around the 2 somewhere.
So, one big play after another. Late in the 4th quarter. Salve fans are into it.
If they can stop it here, they'll get the ball back with an opportunity to win. But they've got to get a stop.
Salve only has 1 timeout remaining. They're trying to adjust the clock. 2:19 is going to be the official time left in the game. All right, here are the Gulls setting up practically in the end zone with the backfield.
Now, of course, Ingrafia does not have the luxury of, doing much. If he gets sacked now, it's 2 points.
And Salve would get the ball.
Yeah, but right now Salve is just hoping that they can stop them from getting a first down. It's that simple.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and long. The snap's going into the end zone. And the fake handoff. Looking to throw from the end zone. Throws it upfield. It's up there for grabs. It is incomplete.
And that's better than an interception.
It was intended out there for Kobe Gaudette. Very effectively covered. Matt Sylvia had something to do with the coverage.
Salve's going to get the ball back. It's probably going to be in good field position. They're going to have about 2 minutes to go to try to get into a field goal range at least. You look at where the punt returner is standing at the Endicott 40.
Quentin Fox standing in the back of the end zone. Better not take a step back.
Bad snap here would be pretty terrible.
Low snap. He does pick it up, and it's a high kick. DeVito's going to take it at the 35. He's going to be on his feet at the 30, at the 25-20. Caught from behind and brought down. Penalty flag is going to be thrown. That was either a horse collar or a face mask, and Salve is going to be practically on the doorstep after that return by Max DeVito and the penalty.
What a football game we are witnessing.
It's a face mask.
Yeah, you could tell he got grabbed and turned. I thought it was by the horse collar tackle, but it was a face mask. That's going to get the ball way down deep.
A great return by Max DeVito. running to his left toward the Salve sideline.
Now Endicott has all of their timeouts left, but Salve's going to get the football at about the 6-yard line. Oh my goodness. Don't score too early, but score.
They will indeed put it down. 7-yard line. Oh, 8-yard line now. They go back to the 8-yard line. First and goal. 2:01 remaining. Snap. Handoff. Connor Welch slices his way forward to the right. Driving. Pushing. Stood up and stopped before he gets to the goal line. Nice blocking on the right side that time by Blake Guerreri and Pete Noonan.
Endicott timeout.
With 1:46 to go, the ball is now
About the 3.
inside the 3 near the 2. We'll call it the 3.
All right, Endicott calls a timeout. They're going to use them all here if Salve doesn't score.
We're going to take a 15-second timeout and come right back. Don't go away. Welcome back to Topeka Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Bob Angel with Jim Ascoli. Producer-director is Maxwell Lawless. It's Salve's ball at the 3-yard line of Endicott. Second and goal. 1:46 remaining. 14-14. Jack McGuire brings him out. He doesn't have Joey Moriello, but Connor Welch has been doing pretty darn good.
Don't forget, Endicott is going to end up using a timeout if Salve doesn't get this ball in the end zone. That would leave them with 1, but Salve would like to just get it in the end zone and not worry about all of that.
Kevin Gilmartin having a quick chat with Ron Patry, the referee.
They're getting to know each other.
Ron gets back into the field of play now. That was holding things up. And Salve ready to go to work on second and goal from the 3. Welch to setback. And the hand up to Connor. He gets back to maybe the 2 before he is stopped. Coming up from the secondary is Tyler Davis to help out.
Another timeout.
Timeout called here by Endicott. They have 1 remaining.
Well, now if Salve doesn't get it into the end zone, they're going to have to kick a field goal.
Did they give any forward progress to Connor?
I'm trying to see it. Maybe.
Yep,
to the 2.
2-yard line for third and goal.
Boy,
now the other thing to keep in mind here is that Chris Maida would have a very short field goal.
Yeah, basically it's an extra point.
Then it would be a matter of stopping Endicott.
But the thing is this, if Salve doesn't get it into the end zone this time and they're forced to kick a field goal, Endicott's going to have to use their last timeout, unless they want to let Salve run the 25-second clock down.
And also Endicott has a field goal kicker that we know has a range in excess of 50 yards. So here's a play from the 2 for Salve Regina.
Well, you're talking to a tired offensive line and saying, give us one more hole. Open something up for Connor Welch. I don't think they're going to throw the ball.
Why not a fake to Connor and let Jack McGuire run around a corner?
Well, we'll see. That's a possibility.
All right.
Third down from the 2.
1:46 to go in the game.
Okay. I don't know what oh, yeah, again, the referee talking to Kevin.
Just adjusting the clock, explaining what's going on. And now Salve. Third and goal at the 2. The snap, the pass into the end zone is knocked down.
No, it's a flag.
Oh, a penalty flag.
Flag
okay.
on the play.
I was totally blocked. I couldn't see a thing.
It is pass interference and half the distance.
Wow. What a time to get blocked. All right, we'll wait for the official call, but that seems to be what's coming.
And that'll give Salve 4 more downs.
Minute 42 showing on the clock. The call, pass interference against Endicott. It'll be first and goal from the 1. Big spot, big break.
My goodness gracious. Now it's absolutely hang on to the football.
What a gutsy call, too, a pass.
Yeah, well, again, they knew they had the field goal pretty well lined up, but they decided to throw the ball. I agree with you. I think that was a gutsy call, but it sort of worked.
Is it Connor Welch time from the 1? It's going to be Jack McGuire time, and he stopped back around the 3-yard line.
He might not have gotten past the 4. That didn't work.
There was some activity after the whistle, but no flags were thrown.
And now Endicott has used their final timeout.
So Jack McGuire took it, went off the right side to try to run it in himself, and I guess the Gulls were waiting for that. They just wrapped him up and pushed him back. The ball is at the 3. Oof. Where it will be second and goal. The Gulls' final timeout. Salve has 1, not that they would need it, but we now have a minute 32 remaining in the game and no timeouts for Endicott.
Well, what'll happen now is, theoretically, if you run a play and don't get in, you let the play clock run down to as far as you can, and then run the third down play. And then if you don't get it in, then you attempt the field goal. So Salve kind of sitting pretty after that pass interference play, but they've got to execute. They've got to hang on to the football.
I hate to bring up old news, but Salve's already missed 1 extra point try in this game.
Yeah, but it's it was kind of an aberration. He doesn't usually miss.
It was his first miss of the whole season.
From the 3 now, second down and goal. Here
Snap to McGuire, to Connor Welch, trying to go wide now, into the end zone. He dives in for the touchdown! Connor Welch, and Salve's in front with a minute 27 to go.
And the key to that is the long field goal kicker for Endicott is now meaningless. 20-14, extra point upcoming. And boy, is this a big one.
Chris Maida on for an extra point try with a minute 27 to go. The snap, the kick on the way, and good! 21-14 Salve. The final minute 27 comes up after we take this timeout. Stay with us. All right, we get ready for the kickoff. Salve defense has to come through just a little bit more. No big plays, thank you.
No penalties, thank you. And first of all, let's see if we can't defend this kick return and keep them reasonably in their own territory.
Brian Johnson for the kickoff. And it's a line drive.
Big one of bounds.
And it goes out of play inside the 30. And that's going to bring it out to excellent field position here
just
for the Gulls.
Goodness gracious. This has just been an amazing football game. But Endicott is going to get the football at their own 35-yard line. Actually, maybe, yeah, at the 35.
All right, the Gulls with no timeouts at their 35. It's all on quarterback Mike Ingraffia, the sophomore. And can Salve put the pressure on to make it hard?
That's going to be the goal. And clearly they're going to try to get out of bounds on every pass play.
Trips to the left, single wide right, snap, drop, looking, no openings, throws over the middle. It is picked off, intercepted by Salve Regina. Francisco Aguero. And this one's going in the win column. An interception by the Seahawks. Francisco Aguero gets to shine as he makes the play, the sophomore out of Miami, Florida. The ecstatic fans from Salve Regina.
And now it's just a matter of taking a knee a couple of times. And Salve is going to knock off number 1 Endicott. Salve will have 1 loss. Endicott will have 1 loss. Western New England will have 1 loss.
Well, Salve still has to deal with a very good team on the road. They have to play Husson, who is one of the better teams in the conference, down the line a bit. But now they've taken care of business on this Saturday afternoon by knocking off the Endicott Gulls.
Yep. So they don't have to snap the ball until almost 30 seconds is on the clock. And after that, they may be just, they may do it. But Salve is going to win.
Ball is inside the Endicott 45, and Jack McGuire takes a knee, jumps up, points over to the bench.
Holy moly. This has been everything you could ask.
And those final 20 seconds are going to tick away. This game is about to be officially over, and Salve is going to walk away with an incredible 21-14 victory. And what an effort by these Seahawks to never give up. And there go the final seconds. And this one is now official. 21-14. Salve Regina over Endicott. A great game between two terrific teams right to the very, very end. All right then. We will take a break. We'll come back. We'll recap it all. We'll give you the numbers, and we'll talk to Kevin Gilmartin, the head coach. Post games next on FM 101.1, on WADK.com, and on the Salve Regina stream. Don't go away. Right back to Propane, Brick, and Salve. Save Corey. lot of people are going to talk about, well, they lost Joey Moriello, you know, it was really hard. This is illustrative of why this is really a team. I mean, yeah, Joey's been great. So Jack McGuire. This is a team. Defense has been changed. Connor Welch had to come off the bench and back up the situation at running back. And the front line. I mean, this is a team that got together under pressure.
Yep.
And won a game.
Speaking of the defense, I have an interesting defensive number for you when we get to them, okay?
Okie dokie.
I'll just tease that for you.
All right, well, let's see. Why don't we recap the scoring first?
Let's do that. It started in the first quarter with Endicott on their very first possession, just jamming the ball down the field. 6 plays, 57 yards. Kobe Gaudet with a 12-yard pass. That seems like about 3 days ago, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Kobe Gaudet with a 12-yard touchdown pass from Ingraffia. The kick was good, and it was 7-0. Salve answered in the second quarter. 13-17 left to go in the half. They went 9 plays, 92 yards. Max DeVito, a 10-yard pass from McGuire for the touchdown. The extra point kick was no good. It was 7-6. Endicott. Then in the second quarter, with 4 seconds left to go in the half, Endicott got it done. 11 plays, 80 yards. Mike Ingraffia with a 1-yard run. The extra point kick was good. We went into halftime at 14-6. In we go to the second half. Salve's going to get the opening kickoff in the second half. You might say to yourself, okay, now that's when they're going to get it done. Well, they didn't. They were terrible on that first drive, but the defense just played its heart out in the second half. And with finally in the fourth quarter, with 14-18 left to go in the game, Salve went 8 plays, 37 yards. Connor Welch with a 1-yard run. They went for the 2-point conversion, and Ben Cortez caught the pass from McGuire to make it 14-14. And then it was back and forth, with Salve with great field position for most of the fourth quarter. And finally, with 1:27 left to go in the game, Salve went 4 plays, 8 yards. Why was it an 8-yard drive? Well, because of 2 things. A great punt return and a face mask call on the punt return got it down to the 8. Connor Welch in from the 3-yard line. The kick was good. It was 21-14. But don't forget, Endicott got that ball one more time. Well, it went 1 play, and Francisco Aguero with a interception of Mike Ingraffia, and Salve gets the win, 21-14. Shall we get to the numbers? Do we have time?
We have time. Kevin's down on the field
right.
being interviewed, so
Right.
Help yourself.
Joey Moriello in just about 3 quarters of a game, 18 carries, 93 yards, about 5.2 yards a carry. Obviously, one way or the other, whatever Joey's situation is going to have to be addressed, and he's got a pretty noticeable limp down there.
He's got that wrapped up right below the knee and around the knee.
Yeah, he's got it, and not putting a lot of pressure, so we're looking at him right now. But anyway, he had 93 yards, about 5 yards a carry. Connor Welch came to play, didn't he? 14 carries, 46 yards, 3.3 yards a carry, and 2 touchdowns. Jack McGuire, 8 carries, minus 28 yards. Of course, sacks are in there. Sacks count in the running game in college. Ashton DeLessio, 3 carries, 5 yards. Jack McGuire was 14 for 25, 152 yards and a touchdown. Catches by Pat Travers. He had 3 of them. The coaching staff thought he had 4. Marcelino Labella had 2 catches. 1 for Joey Moriello. 2 for Max DeVito for 26 yards and a touchdown. A catch for Ben Cortez. 2 for John Whitehouse. 2 for Jack Hannon. And 1 for Nick Lane. Salve, 43 rushes, 116 yards on the ground. 14 for 25 passing for 152. They had 268 yards of total offense. For Endicott, Tyler Bridge, 21 carries, 72 yards, 3.4 yards a carry. Mike Ingraffia, 9 carries, 16 yards, and a touchdown. Anthony Cangianelli, AJ, 4 carries, 3 yards, and Merengi had 1 carry for 2 yards. Mike Ingraffia was 20 for 34, 162 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. And those interceptions were huge. Ingrando, 5 catches for 49 yards. Shane Aylward had 7 catches for 41. Kobe Gaudet had 4 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown. And Tyler Bridge had 4 catches for 21 yards. So, Endicott, 35 carries, 93 yards on the ground, 20 for 34 passing for 162. That is 255 total yards, but only 16 yards in the second half.
Total offense, 16?
16 yards in the second half of total offense. They had 239 yards at halftime. They end up with 255. That's the way Salve's defense played. It was unbelievable in this game, and I'm sure the coach is going to want to talk about his defense. But again, the defense, Connor Welch, Pat Travers, everybody. You can just go up and down the line. Everybody contributed, and when they needed it, everybody did what they needed to do. Salve gets the win, and now the conference is kind of thrown into a tizzy. I mean, and I don't use the word tizzy lightly.
I certainly hope not.
So,
But
yeah, it's been one of those things where now it's like wide open. I don't even know what the situation is with three teams having one loss. And again, it was Western New England kind of clobbering Salve. Endicott kind of clobbering Western New England. And then Salve coming in, beating Endicott. So right now in this conference, there are three teams that are just have done it to each other. And now Salve's turn to sit on top and kind of appreciate this great win this afternoon.
Well, keep in mind, there are still two more conference games to go.
Yep.
One is this coming Saturday, next Saturday, when Curry will be in to take on Salve. Now, Curry is near the bottom of the conference at the moment. You don't want to take anybody for granted.
Exactly.
Curry is next Saturday here. After that, the following Saturday, Salve has to go to Husson to finish off the regular season. Husson is a very good team. So, a loss there could prove costly. A win there could prove significant. Two more games to go. A lot of things could happen.
Yeah.
Not only to Salve, but to Western New England, to Endicott, and even to Husson, for that matter.
Yeah.
They are in the mix.
Endicott has they had to have their confidence shaken just a little bit this afternoon. In this second half, the quarterback did not look like he did in the first half. There's no doubt about it. In the first half, the sophomore quarterback, Mike Ingraffia, he just looked like he was in complete control. But Salve got in his head just a little bit in the second half. He threw 2 interceptions. He kind of floated a couple of others. And just in general, Salve did not allow him to be comfortable at all in the second half. And I think that had an awful lot to do with this 21-14 win. But Salve knew going in that this was it. I mean, they had to win if they wanted to be in the conversation in this conference. And they fell behind. And as a matter of fact, the very first lead they took was the game-winning touchdown with under 2 minutes to play, 21-14, and that got it done. So just an outstanding effort from everybody, really, from the offense to the defense to the special teams. How about great punting? How about great punt returns by Salve? So the special teams contributed as well. In fact, that last drive was because of Max DeVito punt return, and he just got that ball down around the 23-yard line, then got his face mask yanked, got it to the 8, and that's what gave Salve that opportunity to get the ball in the end zone.
Well, I can see that Kevin Gilmartin is finally making his way up toward us, so we'll be having a chat with Kevin. Lots of good things to talk about.
Yeah, indeed.
And I'm sure that is one incredibly proud head coach that's working his way up here toward the press box.
You don't want to say this, but it would be nice to think that if Joey's injury is minor enough that maybe he can be back in 2 weeks for that Husson game, if not next week. So obviously nobody knows what his situation is. Kevin's not going to be able to tell us, even if he would, which he wouldn't. They're going to obviously have to take some pictures tomorrow to find out what is wrong with Joey.
Well, we'll give him a little bit of a chance to catch his breath.
That was easy. Nice job, Coach.
Well, I would imagine you are one incredibly proud coach right about now.
You should be.
I'm proud of these guys no matter what,
Yeah, but there are times when they make you a little bit more proud.
Yeah. No, a game like that where you're behind the entire game, and you look at them and they're saying to themselves, we still got this. They have the heart and character, and they prove it. You know, I mean, we dominated that fourth quarter
Ooh, did you ever?
in a game that was was completely, you know, going 50-50 the entire game.
Let Jim give you the figure from the second half that might catch your attention for a defensive accomplishment.
Endicott had 16 yards in the second half. 16
That's
yards.
pretty good.
That's pretty good. They had 239 at halftime and 255 to finish it.
It goes back to that's the Rowan theory. We tired them out. You know, we let them do whatever they wanted in the first half, and they got tired. You know, and that's a good theory.
Coaching.
Right.
Well, my first thought was, you know, taking in the Joey Moriello factor, this illustrates to me how much this team is a team.
Right.
That everybody does their thing. The offensive lineman, the defensive. I mean, it's a completely team-oriented attitude that shows up in a game like this.
That's what you want. I mean, that's the part you want to be on a team like that. That is a team, and it's more than a team. It's a family. You know, and I think that's the best thing about it is that they care about one another. They, you know, appreciate one another, and they'll rally around one another. Somebody turns the ball over, they come flying out and let's say, "We got this. We're together." You know, a guy makes a mistake, boom, no problem. We'll pick this up. We'll do it together. And they do, and that's something that, like you said, something that makes you proud of them. And that's why, you know, I'm proud of them now, but 30 years from now, they're going to be, you know, outstanding people.
Hey, remember that Endicott game? Was there anything about the first half that they were doing that caught you off guard, or were you ready for what they were doing?
No, we thought that was we were hoping to get a little more points out of it, but that was what we kind of thought is that their D-line was going to be great and it was going to be tough to move them, but we knew we had to continually, you know, go after them to change the tune in the second half to get them a little tired. We were hoping to get some little more plays, you know, maybe a pop here, a pop there, and those didn't happen. But you know, so that part was all right. We gotta open up these holes a little bit more, and that'll happen with, you know, heart, effort, and you know, endurance. And
did you change any defensive schemes from first half to second half? Because you seem to be getting at the quarterback more successfully more often.
No, actually, they were there a bunch of times in the first half. They just missed him, to be honest.
Okay.
And, you know, I mean, unfortunately, you know, with the players quarterback, when you're just escaping things, you're going to end up taking, you know, a little extra hits, and you're going to start to get worn down. You're going to get a little tired, a little slower. And I think that's what tends to happen, you know. And so those things where he just gets out of, he doesn't get out of in the second half. So,
you know, I was thinking, as it happened at the end, there are going to be people who are going, "Who the heck is Francisco Aguero?
Yeah,
who the heck is he?"
Yeah, he's a good player. Yeah, it's finally, you know, he was able, he got, you know, was able to start out there and get plenty of playing time. And you know, I mean, we knew he was developing. He was developing last year as a freshman, but that was during COVID. You know, and so this is his first year, really.
Yeah.
You know, and but we knew he's going to be a good player, and he's going to keep getting better and better. And what a way to end it for him, right?
No,
well,
we really could not see that play in the corner. You thought Pat caught the ball? Is that what it was?
We got it on video. D3 Football, Frank Rossi was there. He has it on video. He's like, I got it right here. George Corrigan, who was taking pictures, he's like, I got 3 pictures right here that shows it's on. It's like everybody saw it. But what happened was the sideline officials, they had to run out of the way because, you know, action was coming their way. Mm-hmm. So the back judge was the only one that caught it, and he couldn't see it because it was blind to him, and they didn't know, and they screwed the pooch.
Let me just write that down.
But we're like, we have it on camera, we have it on video.
Yeah, you get the pass interference, but you didn't get what you deserved.
Right.
But there's so many key plays in that second half, in that fourth quarter. You know, the interceptions, the sacks, the shutdown of the running game. I mean, everything. It was all coming together by 11, 12, 13 different guys.
Team.
And you know, and it was just to watch it and to witness it was so exciting. And then when Francisco did the thing at the end.
Well,
he got up, too.
Yeah, speaking of that, I was like, I thought in the first half their receivers were way more open than they were in the second. So something was happening. And you had 2 interceptions in the second half, and you could have had two more.
Right. But the other thing that I didn't mention was we did have younger players that were out there starting in this game, you know, and that was, so that was their first games that they were really getting. So they were getting comfortable with it, too.
Yeah.
And so that first half, it spinning a little faster for them, and then the second half it started to slow down, and, you know, they started to make some plays.
Yep.
Now, I know you can't think too far ahead. That's just the nature of the beast. Yeah. But you've got Curry and you've got Hassan on the road. And have you any conception of what happens in a 3-way tie or any of that? Has that all been worked out?
Right now it's a 4-way tie.
Yeah,
you know, you got Hassan, Western New England, Endicott, and Salve all have, you know, only the one loss in conference. So it's a 4-way tie.
So
Do I think about it? Yeah.
It's simple. Just win out, right?
Simple. Yeah, you got to win out. I mean, everybody has to do that. And then if that happens, it could be a 3-way tie. Any which way. Multiple different ways it could break out as a 3-way tie. But in order to do that, we have to beat Curry next week.
Well, and we probably don't know anything yet about Joey, as far as what he suffered or any concept of what that leg injury is.
No, he was just he wanted to get a little Gatorade, and that was it.
Well, it's funny because he
I
was.
think HIPAA law. I can't say anything.
He was.
I'm going to say that. That's a medical question I can't answer.
I see. Okay.
He was on the sideline. And it was funny because he kept putting his helmet on and off, like maybe I can get in here, maybe I can get in here.
And the other thing was when you called that timeout, we talked about the entire team going into the timeout huddle.
It was fun.
That's another,
Yeah.
A good example of Kevin Gilmartin's teaching.
That's from 3 years ago. That goes back to the senior class when we were playing an away game. And, usually in the away games, you want to take a couple less people. And they said, we're taking everybody for this game because it was going to be a championship game. And we took everybody, and then we won the game. And then they said, everybody's with us the whole time. And so for timeouts, guys started coming out in crucial moments. So that's something that's a little bit of Salve history right there. And that stays within from class to class, which is pretty cool.
I know this is not a good question, but are there any buddies that we might not notice that you think needs to be pointed out for what they did out here this afternoon?
I don't know what you noticed, so I don't know how am I supposed
well,
to get
we're
to
seeing
your
the
head. I don't wanna
obvious
get in your
guys.
head,
Come on now.
The O-line. I mean, you got to think the O-line.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that they were going against a great D-line, eventually, they're going forward on it. But then our D-line at the same time. You talked about the pressure on it. Budnick, Pasquale, Hodge, Pitzer.
Said Moynihan in there a few times.
LaGrossa, Moynihan. Constantly coming at them, and they're all doing their jobs and flying around and making plays.
Well, it was a great win. Hopefully you'll have a chance to sit back and just soak it all in before you start staring at Curry facts.
Yeah, I got what time is it right now? It's 3 o'clock. I got 9 hours, and we got Curry.
There you go.
All right.
Well,
Thanks,
congratulations.
Appreciate
Kevin. Really good one.
Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Kevin Gilmartin, the incredibly gifted head coach of the Salve Regina football team.
And he pays us a small fee to say that.
Yes. Last time out, and we wrap it up in a moment. Stay with us.
Corrigan Financial believes everyone needs a financial plan. For 32 years, Corrigan